Last time on Square Roots, we meet Link and his little sister, but she gets kidnapped by a big bird. We have to go save her.
Matt, I'm sorry. That's not what happened last time.
Last time on Square Roots, after waking up on a mysterious island, Link decides to form a one-man band. Also, he makes a raccoon sneeze, rescues a dog, and experiments with side-scrolling. Well, I guess we all went through that phase in college.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Square Roots, the classic RPG podcast. My name is Jim Banks. I'm joined by Matthew Van Zant.
Hello, Jim.
Johnny, two crabs, Brandon.
I've had way more than two crabs before, Jim, and trust me, you don't want them.
You can tell when Jim's thought these out in advance and when he just says whatever springs to mind.
And Vanessa.
I'm Vanessa.
And this is a podcast where we play and talk about your favorite classic RPGs one chunker at a time. And this is episode 2 of The Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening.
Am I the only person for whom Vanessa is like buffering or behind or something?
Yeah, she's like slightly delayed.
Why do you have a delay on?
I had to join from the web browser rather than from the app because I keep having Zoom problems. So maybe that's it.
Okay.
Or Zoblems.
Yep, or Zoblems, as we call them.
I got 99 Zoblems, and Zoom is almost all of them.
I have a
live
question.
blessed life. Yes.
I have a question for the group. What's your favorite?
I thought it was just for me.
No. What's your favorite little Zelda monster? John is already queued up and ready.
Yeah, big giant moblin, obviously.
Yeah, I knew. We all knew you were going to say that. I should have said I have a question for Jim and Vanessa, and I know Johnny's answer.
I guess the cuckoo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the cuckoo?
The chickens. Do you like the cuckoos more than you like the little foxes in this one?
Foxes.
The little foxes will bite you if you smack them.
Well, if
Yeah,
you smack
but
the
I
birds, you do get a chicken storm.
Does that happen in this one? I remember that from other ones.
It's gotta. I assume so, but I haven't tried. Because who would hurt a little cuckoo?
Are we talking about enemies?
I mean, yeah, that's what I thought, but you know, Vanessa decided
That's
to come
what I
in
thought
with
too.
the cuckoo.
Cuckoo's an enemy.
She
The
can,
cuckoo will heal
she can
you.
pick whatever she wants. What do you think, Jim?
Okay. Well, my favorite enemies so far that I've encountered are the hopping, like Cyclops monsters, the one-eyed jumping things. I like those.
The little mini boss,
I like those guys.
little mini boss
Yeah.
Clopses.
Yes.
Or do you mean like the ones that were in Zelda 1, like on the beach with the 4 legs? They're like a spider, but with 4 legs.
That's not a. Oh yeah, I guess that is a Cyclops, but that's like a spider.
Yeah, that can't be. Jim, you don't mean those ones, do you?
What do you mean?
Jim wasn't paying attention. He's
Do you mean
lost.
the little 4-leg guys with the big eye?
Yeah,
Or do you mean-
the four-leg guys with the big eye.
Yeah, so I guess it's just the 8-leg spiders that really freak Jim out.
Wait,
Not
do you
a
mean the
4-leg.
mini
Yeah, I mean,
bosses
I-
that jump around in the dungeons, or do you mean the little spider-looking guys with 4 legs?
I like the spider-looking guys with 4 legs.
Wow, a shocking answer from Jim.
Yeah.
We're all
Lots of
shocked.
stuff has 4 legs. Why is that weird?
Because it looks like a spider.
Isn't
It's-
there a spider
figure
enemy
don't
in
like
this game
spiders.
with like really thin little legs, and I hate it? There's one that's just. Ugh. I thought it was this game.
It
Maybe
comes
was a
out of the
different game.
ground, I think.
Yeah,
that what
that's
you
what I'm
mean?
thinking of.
There's one hole that spits out little spiders.
Yeah, I don't like that hole. Mm-hmm. That sounds
Every
like
woman.
a sex dream nightmare. So what do we do on this podcast?
Sex Dream
That's-
Nightmare, name of the episode.
That's something that I didn't I didn't think I would ever like have to imagine is like someone ejaculating spiders.
Oh no! Don't say it like
felt
that.
like that's what John was trying to communicate.
Jim.
Well, no, I mean, I was thinking of it coming out of like a butt or a vagina.
No, that's worse.
Yes.
I hate
That's
this.
it. That is worse. That is worse.
Consider the designated spider hole. On every woman, there's a designated spider hole.
Yeah, women have 3 holes. We've already talked about this.
Vanessa, that's your belly button, and we keep telling you to take a shower already. It's been years. It's been 10 years.
The Chris is like her au naturel.
All right. Who has hot gaming, Goose?
Vanessa, it's me, Chris Hemsworth. How's your spider hole tonight?
Oh, an Australian would hate a spider hole.
Australians think of a spider hole as something completely different and much scarier.
On Peppa Pig, they weren't allowed to air the spider hole episode in Australia.
I bet not.
All right, why don't we talk about some hot gaming news? Hey, did you hear about this Switch 2 digital game price drop?
No.
Yeah, I was very confused by it. Did they like give numbers or stats or anything?
Not really, but the one example that we have is that the new Yoshi game is going to be $70 physical, but it is going to be $60 if you purchase it digital.
I guess that makes sense and is good.
Wait, when they say physical, though, do they mean like a download code like they did with the physical versions
but I
of
don't
those
think any of the,
first
did
Switch
any
2
of the
games?
first party Nintendo games do that? We're talking about
don't
first party
think so.
Nintendo games, not everything that comes to the console.
Because Bravely
But
Default,
there
I think, is
there
Square
were some
Enix.
Nintendo games did that, right?
But were
That
they first
game
party
card
Nintendo
thing.
games?
I thought they were Switch exclusives, weren't they?
Yeah, but not all Switch exclusives are first part. Like Square Enix did Bravely Default, and that's a.
But still,
that's
if it's a
game
launch
card.
title, why would you do it?
What
with
part
any
of
them?
what a first party game is confusing to you, Jim?
I know what a first party game
How are you
is.
confused about this conversation? Nintendo controls the price of their own games, not the price that other developers put on their console.
What I'm talking about is, didn't some Switch 2 launch games, when people were expecting like a physical game card, wasn't it
Yes.
like a download thing?
Yes.
Yeah. So they didn't actually get a physical copy of the game. They just got like
Yes.
a little physical download proxy.
Yes. But
Okay.
were any of those first party Nintendo games was my question.
That's what I don't know.
I don't think so. And
I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I got close to hurting Nintendo's feelings by being wrong.
This digital price drop, I believe, is for first party Nintendo games for their own games. I mean, that's nice, you know. I think a lot of games get sold digitally. I think that people will hopefully appreciate a little bit of a discount. And, you know, I've wondered for years why you would pay the same when I'm not getting a physical copy of the game. Like, you didn't have to print it on the Blu-ray or into the little cartridge and mail it
Put it on a
overseas or
truck.
whatever. So what the fuck?
Or a boat.
Why am I paying the same price? Seems like I'm saving you money. Seems like you're ripping
You
me
didn't
off.
have to print it on the Blu-ray.
Isn't that what PlayStation
Nintendo.
uses?
Yeah, I believe so.
Do you guys have any lingering disappointment that Blu-ray won out in the format wars above HD DVD?
No, because I bought a PlayStation 3 and not an HD DVD player for my 360. So I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable with my choice.
I didn't really care. I have never been an early adopter of any of these technologies, so for me it was just whatever.
I have way
Yeah.
more DVDs
I
than
enjoyed
Blu-rays
the
still.
extreme discounts I got on DVDs for a while. That's what I
Yeah.
did.
I still have I'm with John. I still have way more DVDs than I have Blu-rays. I don't have that many Blu-rays.
I don't
I
have
want to
any.
get like
I
my
don't- I don't
favorite
feel like-
movies
I
on
don't want it.
Blu-ray.
It's a neat idea, but like to me, I'm just gonna wait. It's just a waste of money. I won't use it. I'm lazy. Mm-hmm. Well, that's my hot gaming
Anybody
news.
else
I guess
have a honk?
Nobody has a honk. Apparently, and
Honk,
it's time
honk,
for us
honk.
to move on to. Okay.
Honk, 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 honk.
He honked.
Epic has laid off 1,000 people due to their games being incredibly profitable and making gajillions of dollars, literally billions of dollars. So in response for their games being so profitable and successful, they have laid off 1,000 people, including friend of the show, RJ. I'm sorry, RJ.
That's dumb and lame.
Yeah, that
Why do
sucks.
companies have to be dumb and lame all the time these days?
Well, they did spend billions fighting Apple and Google in court to reduce the amount of money that they take or like allow them to set up their own store so they don't have to pay Apple money.
So Apple like they were like limiting their transactions or something, or they were taking like a cut of all of the revenue that came through playing it through the App Store. Yeah.
But
Epic,
was spending
Epic
billions
was
to
like,
fight
no.
that a good idea or a bad idea?
Well, here's another question. How's that Epic Game Store doing, do you think?
I still use it because sometimes I get free games, and I bought a couple, I bought Alan Wake on there because you had to, Alan Wake 2, which apparently was bad for Remedy. Like that exclusivity
In what
deal.
sense?
They didn't
I
sell
heard
as
that.
much as they thought, probably because of the Epic exclusive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
People like to buy their
I
games
do
on
remember
Steam.
that. Yeah.
I think people
Yeah,
like
but
to
people-
have their
I know
library
that-
all together for the most part and not spread across multiple services.
Yeah.
I know
have
a
7
lot of
stores
people
I use.
I know a lot of people were kind of rooting for Epic in the lawsuit because Google and Apple they have monopolies.
They
in
do.
that,
And they
in-
really
in
fuck
that
these
industry. And
developers
so-
over in my opinion.
Yeah.
They're doing basically nothing.
Yeah.
They set up a website
So a lot of-
and take 30% of your sales.
Yeah, so and these companies also have these exclusivity deals with the wireless carriers and stuff too. So it's really hard for anyone to get in the mobile market, and you're not allowed to run these other app stores.
Right.
And so it's a big monopoly. So people were hoping that the case would end with
I thought
those
that
restrictions
Epic
being
did
declared illegal.
win that, didn't they?
They did, I thought, didn't they?
But I think by
I
the
thought
time they
so.
won, the cash cow with Fortnite was over, and
Yeah, and I think they just spent so much money. Although I don't think Apple had to pay back their fee. I don't have to look into it. I'm not a lawyer. 'Cause I
Yeah,
thought when
I
you
don't
win a court
remember.
case, Apple would pay their court costs. But I feel like it wasn't that. It wasn't like a total win or something. I don't know.
Yeah, there was some kind of compromise made or something.
Yeah. So, honk. Unless someone else wants to honk.
Nope.
Oh, Vanessa honk.
Please.
No, I was just honking in solidarity with your honk.
All right. So PlayStations 5 and 5 Pro are now even more expensive. PS5 is now.
I'm sorry. So this actually, Epic did win a partial victory against Apple, yada yada, because Apple was illegally restricting developers from using alternative payment methods. And you know what? That is right,
Yeah.
because I can now buy. You can buy stuff on Amazon through their app now, which they did not used to allow you to do. You would have to go to the website,
really?
because Apple wanted to take a cut of Amazon's
That's
take a cut of
bonkers.
Amazon's sales if it was purchased through the Amazon, anything that through an app downloaded through the App Store.
Right.
Amazon does that on Android for Kindle purchases.
But it says that Apple was not deemed a monopoly, and Epic was fined for breaching its contract. So all around,
Ooh.
not great for them. Anyway, Johnny, go
So-
ahead. The PlayStation 5 is going to be even more expensive now.
A regular PlayStation 5 with a disc drive, $820 Canadian. PS5 digital edition, $750. Maybe I should give you American money. You care about American money. Regular PS5, $650 now. Digital edition, no disc, $600. PS5 Pro $900 or 1,100 Canadian. That's a bazonker burbs.
Yeah.
What is
that
PlayStation
a-
Portal?
That's that
It's
handheld
the
thingy.
handheld thing.
It streams from your PS5. Now, I think they've updated it now so it can stream directly from PlayStation instead of going through your PS5, so you don't need to have a PS5 to use it.
I don't know,
even
man.
still,
It's
like,
weird, but I just rarely find myself wanting to play like full-blown, big, AAA action and adventure games on a handheld. I think that's why I like the Switch so much. I think Nintendo games just work just fine.
I played like a third of Mass Effect Andromeda on a Steam Deck once I got it working, and that I like that.
I think if you have a good enough screen, like I have the OLED, like it actually does make a huge difference in playing those games on a handheld. Like it really does.
There's just some stuff that I really want to see on like a big screen. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, for sure.
But I always feel like with Nintendo games, with like Zelda games and Mario games, like this is fine on like a handheld.
Yeah, I don't want to do like a first playthrough of like a big AAA game on the Steam Deck. I feel like that would kind of cheapen the experience a little bit.
But I feel like stuff that you never really get around to finishing, and you're like, oh, well, I can put on my Steam Deck and then play it when I'm traveling.
100%.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Like what was that one? The
100%.
Judgment works so well on Steam Deck. I'm never gonna sit down and actually just play it at home for whatever reason.
I want a Steam Deck, and now that I want one, I can't have one because they're all sold out. This
No,
is
I think
awful.
they're still
You can find a
making
used
them.
one.
Yeah, and well,
Used?
they go in and out in stock pretty regularly, so they're not impossible to find at Steam Deck.
I can't have a used one that someone touched before. Yuck.
I'm not saying you should.
It will
Let's see
have
if there's any in
gamer juice
stock
on
right
it.
now.
I will call on the Discord community to keep an eye on Steam Deck sales.
Yeah,
And if you
actually,
see
that's a
one
good
for
idea.
Sale, tell
Yeah, 'cause,
Matt, and he'll tell me.
No. Tell Jim.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
busy.
tell Matt.
I'm busy.
Everyone at Matt, anytime you know anything about the Steam Deck.
No.
Not even if it's on sale, just anything.
I guess that's about it for Honk Gaming Goose, unless
Good.
anyone has
Wait,
any.
I have one
Oh.
more.
Okay.
Because it was a subject of discussion actually in the Discord today. Star Fox.
Yeah, I was wondering if someone was going to bring that up.
Been confirmed for the Super Mario Galaxy.
That's neat.
Is that what the next movie is called?
Yes.
Super Mario Galaxy?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I think that's neat. I think it's fun to add Star Fox in. In fact, I brought it up to my daughter. We're all excited to go see that in a couple of weeks. And I brought it up to my daughter, and she did not know who Star Fox was, which is not shocking.
Yeah.
I think
This is for the parents.
well, I think that
It's
some
something
kids
for
are going to
the dads.
recognize Fox McCloud from Smash.
Yes,
But,
yeah.
other
do kids
than that,
play,
and-
kids play Smash.
Yeah,
I
kids play
don't
Smash.
know.
Yes, kids play Smash. At least the last edition, it was big in my house for a little while. And when Connor's friends came over, they would all play it. But you're right. I think to some degree you're right. Like this one's for the dads, which is a little weird. But my thought was like maybe people will like Fox, and that will get Nintendo to maybe fucking make a new one. Make a new one. I don't think they've
How
put
about
a Star Fox game out in my teenage children's entire lives.
that's not true? There's Star Fox Zero in 20. It was before the end of the Wii U.
Oh,
And-
you could be right. The console that nobody owns.
Yeah. There's also Star Fox on Starlink, the DLC for Starlink where you play as Fox McCloud and it comes with a
Okay,
little
but
Star
that's not a
Fox
Star
toy.
Fox
That's
game.
pretty rad.
Any more than Smash is a Star Fox game.
Hey, wait. Do you guys know who's voicing Star Fox?
Oh,
No.
is it your mom?
It's Glenn Powell, Mr. Top Gun himself.
No, that's
Who?
fine.
Who's
And
Glenn
And I saw a
Powell?
headline
You're right. Star
on-
Fox Zero
on-
came out in 2016. I never played that. I don't think I knew that
Oh.
existed.
It's weird because you basically use the screen to aim, so you're kind of like standing. It's basically a standing game.
Huh. There was a Star Fox 2 originally for the SNES that didn't
Yeah,
get
that
released,
was
but
released
then came out for
on
the
the SNES Classic.
SNES Classic? How did I miss that? That's neat.
You can play. It's on Switch Online.
Yeah, I'm sure. I didn't care for SNES Star Fox. Like, that's another one of those. Like, my eyes could not make sense of that game. It was Star Fox 64 was the one that I really did play the
Star
shit out of
Fox
that.
64, yeah, that was a good one.
Wow, when's this fucking Star Fox Zero getting a re-release? I want to play this shit, dog.
Yeah, that would work well on a Switch. It just has to be handheld mode, but that's fine. Well, the only thing was it had like you could see what was going on in third person on the TV, but you'd have first. It was kind of neat. I don't know. It's all right. It doesn't control super well. That would be my one thing. When
was that one that came out that was it Assault? Was that the one that was a third person game with like dinosaur people?
That was the Namco one. That was like 2006 or like last year
Adventures?
of the GameCube,
It was
I think.
Adventures. That's the last one I played.
Oh, that one.
It was not very good.
I bought it because it has a Pigman, and I wanted to get that for my Pigman video. But he's so... I'm just going to have to look up footage of it online because I'm not going to play 6 hours of that just to get footage of one character.
Anyway, Star Fox.
I'll play it eventually. I got a question for you, though. When does Super Mario Galaxy come out?
Next week, I think, or this coming weekend. Maybe the weekend after this episode releases.
Poop. I was thinking I should do a review of that a Switch port of that Star... What's it called again? Star Dock? That game... with the Fox McCloud DLC on Switch, but I'm not going to do that if it's coming out next.
You literally brought the game up. You said Starlink.
Yeah, but I'm not going to do it if it's coming out next week because that would take a couple of weeks of prep. If it was a July movie, I could totally have time to do that.
I like the idea
But
of
who's
Star
Jen Powell?
Dock, though, like a doctor in space. That would be a great game.
Glenn Powell, he was in the new Top Gun. He was in the new Twister.
He's the
I
guy who
remember Jim
everyone's
saying
like,
he was...
oh, he's a movie star now, but maybe we don't, maybe he's, we're not sure about him. So that's how people feel about Glenn Powell.
Ah.
But I saw a headline that implied that people are really into Glenn Powell as Star Fox.
Oh, that's
Like,
good.
People are really taken to it.
into
He was
it.
good in
Like,
Running Man. I
I
watched
don't
that
know.
recently. It wasn't a great movie, but he was good.
Is he the Sam Worthington of the 2020s?
Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
He's generic
He
white
was good
guy.
in that movie where he was like an assassin and he played different characters. or
Oh yeah, I
something.
didn't watch that.
It was good.
All right. Hey, we have some streams. Y'all want to talk about that? Mm-hmm. What you been streaming, Jim, over on the Square Roots YouTube channel?
Ooh, on the Square Roots YouTube channel, I just finished a playthrough of Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly remake. And it was pretty good. Pretty good game.
Wow.
I liked it a lot.
The whole thing, huh?
Yeah. Thought it was good. Yep, played the whole dang thing. And I guess
all the endings?
I didn't realize and didn't get all the endings.
Oh, so you didn't play
I didn't
the
realize
whole
like
thing.
half I played I did a whole playthrough. I just whole story. But I didn't realize until like halfway through the game, but there are little side stories that they added, like little side quests you can do with like more ghost tales.
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess I did a bunch of those.
Are those
inadvertently
new
while
for
I was
the-
wandering around?
Yeah, the little blue ghosts
they for
that
the
you
new
took
game?
pictures of randomly.
Yeah, those are
I knew
specific
that was
to the
going
remake,
on. How
yeah.
did you not know it was going on?
Well, I didn't realize
scared.
it. Like I understood the concept of it, but I didn't know. I thought it was just part of the game. Like I thought, I didn't realize it was side content. But yeah, I liked the story a lot. I thought the ending I thought was cool. So yeah, you can find that, like Matt said, on our YouTube channel, Square Roots Gaming. And what are we going to be streaming soon? I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
somebody's going to stream the game I'm going to tell you guys we're going to play next.
Well, don't
Who
forget
knows?
that Johnny is also streaming
Wing Commander.
Privateer 2.
Oh,
I knew
yeah,
Privateer
that's
2. I
right.
couldn't remember Wing Commander. Johnny's
not
also
today,
streaming
but
that.
Maybe
and
tomorrow if we're not recording. Or whenever we're not... whatever day of the weekend we're not recording, I will stream.
Let's see. Yeah. So yeah, YouTube, Square Roots Gaming. Johnny, why don't you tell us about Bears and Games Neo?
Well, first I want to ask Vanessa, how did you feel about baby Clive Owen in Privateer 2, The Darkening?
I liked it. I know I've been fussing because I wanted to see Mark Hamill in Wing Commander, but I admit
And the
that
cool
I
cat
like
puppets.
Clive Owen a lot. I wouldn't say I like him more than I like Mark Hamill, but perhaps almost equally. It's difficult.
Really?
Clive Owen has another
you're
20
a
years.
real Clive
before
Owen
he
head.
Yeah, I
can-
didn't realize you were a real Clive head.
I'm a real
He's
Clive
very
head.
good at that, too.
I really like.
Are we talking about Clive Owen, or are we talking? Because I wouldn't say Clive Owen was very good in Privateer 2.
I do. I like the
think it's-
performance.
I think Vanessa just really likes Sin City.
No, I really like Children of Men.
Oh,
I love that
best.
movie. I was hoping you were going to
Great
say that.
movie.
That's like one of my favorite movies. I like it a lot.
I haven't seen that in a long time, and I
Fantastic.
feel like it's one of those movies that if I rewatched it, I might appreciate it more. I can tolerate like
I
a
always
sad
feel like if
movie
I
better
watched
now
it
than I
again,
used to
it
be
would
able to.
make me really depressed.
It's
That's what
only
I'm
gotten
afraid of.
more relevant. It's
Yeah.
like it was relevant enough when they made it, and now it's super relevant. So
That
I don't know.
scene when the baby starts crying in the middle of the battle is like that was chilling, and in the theater everyone just went quiet. It was really
Ooh, I bet that was a cool
intense.
experience. That's
Yeah.
John, you're supposed to be quiet in a theater. That's how theaters
Yeah,
work.
but like sometimes
nobody was
when
crunching
it-
or anything.
Yeah, no one was crunching their popcorn or people make little noises, but everyone was just like, "Wow, that was such a good scene." Yeah, that movie's depressing though, but it's good.
It is, yeah.
And for Bears and Games, it took there was a few false starts that I thought I was finished, but in my last fix, I screwed up. I clipped a little bit of sound, and Matt noticed. So I had to. There's a super final, real, actual version 4 online now of my newest video. And
Ooh, do I have to go and redo my comments?
no, well, no, you don't have to. I mean, you can if you want to. I won't say no to more comments. That shows people watch the video.
Anyway, I have not been streaming anything the last couple of weeks. I joined Jim for 2 or 3 of the Fatal Frame streams, and I joined Johnny for the Privateer stream, but I haven't really been able to squeeze anything in myself, but I'll find something to stream soon enough once things calm down a little bit around here. It's been a little busy. And that is our YouTube channel. Go search it up on YouTube. Square Roots Gaming is the name. Now it used to be Square Roots Podcast. Now it's Square Roots Gaming. The icon still says Square Roots Podcast because we're not good at this at all.
There's a Square Root. There's a podcast feature now on YouTube. I'll have to look up a tutorial on YouTube on how it works because I believe we can now I'll probably have to post it directly, but it has more features for our podcast listeners, so I think it might be better. But I'll look into it and I'll figure out how.
What do you mean?
It's got a specific audio podcast function, so it goes into YouTube Music as an audio podcast, and
No, that would be
I
nice.
was wondering why we're not in YouTube Music.
We
I
have
was curious
2
about
seasons
that.
on there. 2 complete, a Mass
Yeah.
Effect season and something else. Anyway, that is the Square Roots YouTube channel. Please go check that out. Give it a subscription. Give it likes, all that stuff. Come see us in our faces and talk to us
Don't come
live
see me in
because
my
we are
face.
there chatting with the chat, and that's fun. You can say hi and talk to us, and we'll talk to you. Hey, Johnny, I heard
Yeah?
you released a new video.
I did. Did you like it?
I did. It was good.
I know it's not. It's more of a listicle. That's what I would
It's the
call
type of
an
thing that I
SEO.
watch and I'm like, but I don't have a PlayStation 3, so I won't be able to buy any of these.
Yeah, you're not the target audience. This is more of a
and I want Grandia 2 really bad.
3.
Grandia 3.
Yeah, Grandia 3 is fun. It's definitely slow paced. It's a good put a podcast on game. Tulip. Vanessa was surprised she'd never heard of Smooching Game.
I was very surprised, and I didn't understand why we haven't played this for the show. A game where you smooch? It's perfect for me.
Did you see how much the physical copies were?
Yeah, I did. I guess that's why we haven't played it for the show.
And yeah, you need either a PS2 or a PS3 to play it, or other ways. But we don't do the other ways on this podcast.
No, the one time I
we're good
tried that, it
girls.
worked so poorly that I couldn't finish the game. Also, I hated the game.
Yeah.
Grandia.
Julep? How dare you?
Matt doesn't like smooching.
I got Julep at his request for a boyfriend for his birthday, and I was just stunned watching him play that game. It's so strange. And playing it for myself, it's even stranger, but in at first I thought it was just wacky, but like the writing's really sweet and thoughtful and stuff. I don't know, it's an interesting game. It's a strange Japanese adventure game with a cute sense of humor. And I was wondering if I should put a note about consent, but anytime he tries to smooch people that don't want to be smooched, they do punch him. So I feel like that is about consent.
Yeah. It could be better, but, affirmative consent really was a concept back then that people were talking about. Now we love it. Can't get enough of it. They put it in those Disney movies.
It's true. And then there is I think God Hand might have the first depiction of gay characters that I'm really like, I don't love this. Those two guys like, sweetie.
I thought you liked it.
I don't know. They're borderline for me. Like,
what do you like? What do you mean? What don't you like about that?
Yeah, John,
gay.
what don't you like about that
Yeah,
extremely
they're too gay.
problematic
Just say it, John.
portrayal of a gay person?
Say they're too
of two gay men.
gay.
No,
they're
but like,
too
I feel like
blatant in
sometimes
their
Johnny
homosexuality.
thinks that's
Johnny
cute.
just doesn't want it rubbed in his face. He thinks it's fine,
no,
whatever they do.
It's not that. It's just like in the Shadow Hearts games and stuff.
Yeah.
It feels like coming from a place of love. In this game, it feels like it's kind of a little insulting. It's like the one where the Leatherman tries to rape you in Crime Fighters 2, where I'm like, this isn't good. This is bad representation. But it's complex. Anyway, so next up, I'm finally for real gonna do the Pigmen in Game video. I
fun.
captured more footage for it. So that is going to be the next one. But yeah, I sort of do one of like a deep dive into something that I really want to talk about. And then I also do some SEO building, like getting people to click on my channel because I want to make some money with it. Is that so wrong?
Gotta get
Don't
that.
judge
Gotta
me.
put out that clickbait content.
Yeah, it was a
like
list
you're
of
putting
goals.
clicks.
videos out about stuff you don't care about. It's just not
Yeah.
the, topic of the week that has consumed your brain care about.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
It's still
I'll-
100% Johnny produced quality content. Like,
Yeah,
I wasn't
exactly. It's
trying to
not
devalue your content.
Yeah, it's not crap. Like I just do ones like,
Yeah.
oh, you know what? This is more for like people new to the channel, and then they'll unsubscribe as soon as I post about hot pigmen, and that's fine. Although I feel like they're warned when I do 30 seconds about a character's butt, but it is half the screen is lady butt, and half the screen is big giant man butt.
It's something for everyone.
Exactly.
Are those shorts you released?
One for the whole family.
I don't even see
Yeah,
the shorts.
The shorts?
Short YouTube shorts.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the underwear.
Me too,
Shorts.
and I was trying to understand.
Oh, you're talking about the.
They're so
Yeah, now I remember. From the new
the short shorts.
the shorts.
They're more of a thong. I don't know. No, it's got coverage, so it's more of a bikini brief that she's wearing, or panties. Anyway,
Don't say panties.
let's move on.
I don't like that
Yeah,
word.
I
move
don't
on.
I don't
like
like
it.
hearing it out of your mouth.
Panties.
No.
Okay, then sports brief, underwears, bikini brief. Is that better?
Moving on.
So, Link pick up his sword, fight to save the Princess Zelda.
Are you saying it's time for the quest log?
Yes, it's time for the quest log.
Hey, before we dive into the quest log, I wanted to talk a little bit about the dumb timeline. We talked about it a bit last week, and I got curious and looked it up because it's dumb. Do you guys know that the timeline of the Legend of Zelda series is dumb? Let me explain to you why.
I do want to know.
Chronologically, in the Legend of Zelda series, is Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. That's fine. It's like prehistory. Mm-hmm. The second game is Legend of Zelda The Minish Cap. Weird. The third game chronologically is Legend of Zelda Four Swords. I never played it.
I've played that one.
The fifth game chronologically is The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Y'all know about that.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Sure.
we played it for the show.
There are two separate timelines that follow. There are three separate timelines that follow from Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Why? It's dumb.
Oh, multiverses are very hot.
I mean, from what what's the floppy-haired boy who explained all this name again?
Brian David Gilbert.
Yeah, he did do a long video explaining why. Because there's the one. What happens if Link fails?
Yes.
What
So the
if
first
Link
one is
goes
if
off
Link
and does something else.
fails in Ocarina of Time. And if Link fails in Ocarina of Time, that leads to A Link to the Past, followed by this game that we're playing for the show, Link's Awakening. That is followed by the Oracle games, and then A Link Between Worlds, which is the direct sequel to A Link to the Past. Triforce Heroes, don't know anything about that, never heard of it before.
That was a 3DS game.
Echoes of Wisdom is in there as well. I don't know how much of a direct sequel to... It must also be a direct sequel to Link to the Past? Weird. Anyway, and then finally in that timeline, you get the original Legend of Zelda and its sequel, Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link. I think the real reason that there is a multiverse in this series is because they were not thinking about these things when they made these games. And so they don't line up if you try to... Then there are two different versions of the timeline, depending on if the hero wins, if Link defeats Ganon in Ocarina of Time. What's weird to me is that there's even a timeline where he loses. Because if you play the game, there's no option for you to lose. You can either stop playing or you can win.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he stopped playing.
And for some reason, if Link defeats Ganon in Ocarina of Time, there are two timelines. One is called the child era and one is called the adult era. So my guess here is that their idea is that when Link time traveled, he split the timeline, and there are officially two different timelines. One where adult Link went on, I guess, and one where he went back to being a child. Though, again, in the game, you do go back to being a child, and that is the canon end of the game. Yes.
When Link goes into adult Link mode, is it like a big situation where he's still like a child in terms of thoughts and everything?
Seems like it, yeah.
But he's just... Okay.
He's a fairy, though. Remember that he is a fairy.
How?
So.
Okay, look, Matt. It's okay for me to say that.
So
I think that in a lot of ways, I'm living a big situation. You know, I'm big, but I don't feel very different than I did when I was a kid, to be honest with you.
That's weird.
There's a whole Arcade Fire album about this.
I remember
They call that Arrested Development.
I remember asking
Vanessa.
one of my parents once, like, when do you feel like grown up? And my parents' response was, never. You never do. You just feel like that kid for the rest of your life. And I thought, well, that's fucking weird. And I resolved at that point to be like, well, I guess I'm grown up now. And you know what? That worked. I've pretty much since then been like, no, I'm an adult now. And I feel like an adult. So that's my suggestion to you, Vanessa. Decide to be an adult. Join the rest of society.
I don't want to be an adult. I want to play video games and do my video game podcast.
What is?
You can be an adult and do that.
Oh, wow.
Wow, stigma. Wait, so do you think that we're not adults because we do this podcast?
Wow.
Well, this is tricky.
Yeah, you better watch what you say.
That makes you an automatic adult.
Adult by default.
Yeah, adult by default. I guess, let's see, do I consider Johnny an adult? He can drive.
You can drive.
Yeah. So?
It's true.
You don't consider yourself an adult.
Well, I didn't say that. I said I don't feel like I'm very different. Maybe I always felt like an adult.
Maybe. Anyway, the child era, we're back on the timeline. The child era includes the direct sequel to Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. And then that is followed by Twilight Princess and ends with The Legend of Zelda, Four Swords Adventures. I didn't know there were so many Four Swords games. And they're all like separate games? What's happening?
Yep.
And then the weirdest one to me is the adult era. Because as I said, the game canonically ends with Link going back to being a child. So what is this era? I guess the world just goes on without Link, but it's still a split timeline?
Yeah, it's like a split off timeline, yeah.
And of course,
and Link's
the sequel,
body is still there. Like,
is
that
it?
meat is still there. I think so.
Are you saying he dies?
Guts.
Or
No,
he's
I'm saying
just
it's like a
brain dead?
homunculus. That he's like living on, but without a real soul after that.
And of course, the sequels to the adult era are Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker, which I thought I remembered was a sequel to Ocarina of Time, kind of. Not like a direct sequel, but it always felt like it was set like a few hundred years after, but in the same world. And then, of course, that has two sequels, The Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks, which are both fun, and I wish we could get real ports of those that don't use motion controls on the Switch. And finally, you may or may not be aware that Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are at the very end of the timeline and take place 10,000 years after all of the rest of the games. And
10,000 years!
And speculation is that Nintendo has consolidated the timelines, essentially. 10,000 years pass, and all of the timelines lead back into one timeline somehow, because Breath of the Wild is a continuation of all three of the timelines.
Sure.
And now you know about the Zelda timeline. Don't you feel better playing Link's Awakening, knowing where it fits in?
I have one
I
question.
don't even remember where you put it. Towards the beginning?
No, it's a sequel to Link to the Past, which is part of the Hero Fails and Ocarina of Time
Oh, okay.
canon timeline.
So we're playing as Failure Link.
We're playing as Ocarina of Time Link failed. So more Links have to be born to. I think that the real thing is basically that like an apocalypse happens. I always heard that the original Legend of Zelda for the SNES, the idea for that one was that basically the world had ended and you are in an empty world. That's why there's no towns, no villages, just a few people. Vanessa, you had a question.
How is this game not Wind Waker when the whole game is about waking up the windfish?
Boy, that's a good question, except for it's not at all, because the Wind Waker is about Link being the Wind Waker, where he uses a special conductor's baton to direct the wind with the power of magic. That's also my favorite Zelda game. I love it.
It's real cute.
Isn't that
That's
one?
a direct sequel to this.
Don't people not like that one?
I think that it was very well received and sold very well and was very beloved. I think there was some segments of the fandom that were very unhappy that they got a cartoony, cutesy Zelda game when what people were clamoring for after Ocarina of Time was like a mature adult Link game. But we did eventually get Twilight Princess, and it's not nearly as good as Wind Waker. So get fucked, idiots of the fandom.
Wow.
What if they did like a middle-aged Link?
He's got a pot belly and like two brats.
Yeah, he's voiced by Troy Baker.
He can learn about fatherhood, and Jim will cry.
Aw.
Yeah, I'll cry on stream.
Aw, did you cry on stream?
What game was I playing?
Probably
where
Ragnarok.
I was holding
I'm
it
gonna
back?
guess it was Ragnarok.
I don't think it was Ragnarok because I haven't finished that one on stream yet. It was it was Rebirth.
Oh my god. That's embarrassing. That game sucks.
It was the Barrett and Dine post fight cutscene.
Anyway, I just wanted to talk about the timeline because we mentioned it last week and I couldn't quite remember the details, and it's dumb. I think it's so dumb. I mean, the reality is they, as I said, is they just made these games, and then later on they were like, people want a timeline. Like, I guess we should try and figure this out. And there was no way to consolidate these things, I guess. So they went with this.
I like even from the second game, they had shenanigans because it's like, okay, so Princess Zelda's been sleeping for 1,000 years, but it's not the same Princess Zelda as the first game. It's a different. So they already started that like right from the second game.
Yeah. I mean, I've said this about the Mario games before. I like that the Nintendo games don't need to have a fucking timeline or a chronology. I don't need it. Like, it's fine. We're making another game about Mario. Is it a sequel? I mean, some of the characters are back. Some of the geography doesn't match up of the worlds. It doesn't matter. What matters is that the game is fun to play. I say that, but one of the things that I liked about Wind Waker way back when I played that on the original GameCube was the ties that I could see to the original, to Ocarina of Time, where I was like, oh shit, that's like the Hyrule from Ocarina of Time.
What? Spoilers. Joking.
He just explained the entire chronology of the game.
It was a joke.
All right, well, that's Matt's timeline talk. Shall we quest log?
Matt's
Yes, please.
Timeline talk. Let's quest log. So you remember last time we got those Pegasus boots, so we can do like long running jump.
Oh, that we can run now. Link couldn't run before he got these boots.
Yeah, before the rock
can't jump
feather,
without a feather, can't run without
weird...
boots. He's pretty useless.
I'm so irritated that the feather is an item. The boots aren't an item. Why can't he just wear the feather in his hat and it be clothes?
In the original Game Boy one,
and
did you have
the
to
boots
equip...
you don't have to equip, but the feather you have to it wastes an item slot for the rest of the game.
I guess it's a button issue, right? Like they didn't have enough buttons to have a dedicated
but even the
jump
later,
button.
I mean, Ocarina of Time did this, Wind Waker did this, where you can assign your items to your buttons, but you've only got 3 or 4 buttons and you've got 10 items. So you're constantly going into your menu going, let me pull out my boomerang this time. All right, it's time to pull out the fucking pull out the claw so I can hook
It seems
shot.
like
so
they
I can
could
hook
have
shot.
made like a weapon wheel for this new game. But they didn't.
That's a great
That would have
suggestion.
ruined the game. We're just 20-somethings ruining the game again with our ideas.
That's true. We don't understand the purity of Zelda.
Exactly. So now we can do long-running jumps, which does give us access to more of the map. I don't like the long-running jump. I do it bad, like 50% of the time. But then there's also points where I'm like, I guess I wasn't supposed to be able to do this because it's like really shady.
That's how I felt too.
Sometimes,
Yeah, because sometimes it felt like I didn't get enough of a running start.
Yeah.
But I was able to jam out a long jump anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I did that a bunch in the anglerfish dungeon there.
So did I.
Dungeon. Or in a catfish maw. There's 2 fish dungeons in a row.
Well, it's
Do
an
you think
island.
those dungeons smell like they smell real fishy? Real sea-like?
I hope so. I like a fish smell sometimes.
Yeah, well, we know you like to crunch those fish.
You know,
What?
like a nice fish market, and you're
Or like a fish
I'm at
oil
the
that you
fish
just
market.
drinking like it's a soup. Ugh.
Oh, I do
Yeah,
love
exactly.
fish oil.
No, crunching them like they're candy. I gotta get more out of those.
You got to
fish
bite
oils.
into it so you can taste the fish oil. Otherwise, you just get the clear coating.
I hate the
I don't
burps
believe
I
it.
get from taking those.
Oh man, yeah. The
I don't
burps
believe
are
it.
bad.
This is Vanessa trying to like give herself credit, like create.
No, I think
She's just trying to build up her witch persona.
She's a weird lady.
Fish
If you spend a long time on the West Coast here, you get used to that like fishy smell.
pills.
And so I understand like walking around beaches and stuff in Seattle, you get used to that like coastal
Exactly.
smell.
Yeah, it reminds me of home.
Smells like farts. I live on a coast too. Smells like a butt.
The Atlantic smells very different than the Pacific, and
that true?
I don't even want to.
Which side of Florida is
Mexico?
Matt's on the west side of Florida?
He's on the
peninsula.
Gulf
So-
side, the
Yeah, I'm on
Gulf
the
of
Gulf side.
America.
Oh my
So
god.
what's the Gulf of Mexico smell like?
Farts. farts.
No
It smells like
racist
butts.
answers.
It smells like butts. I'm not kidding. It smells like an asshole.
Oh, well, that's not
Have you ever
good.
been to like the beach in Galveston, Texas?
I don't think
No.
so.
Like down south of Houston? It's gross, man.
Was it gross?
Really?
It's just like it's super muddy and it smells bad. And
It's not the beach in general. It's just low tide. When the tide is out, it smells like rot and decay because that's what it is. Because there's a lot of rotting shit right there under the water.
Yeah,
It gets
kelp
exposed.
and dead fish, and yeah.
That's the ooze
Fish
of
pee.
life, my friends.
God. That's almost as bad as the
ooze
other
of
thing you
life.
said the other day. Anyway, so now Link can do a long jump, so that's useful for getting around. And let me pull
The
up my
kid tells
notes
us to do the
again.
dream shrine in the middle of, what is it, Mabel Village? Is that what it is?
Yeah,
He
Yeah.
doesn't tell us to
Village.
do it. He just says there might be something there.
You're
We
right.
can, it's up to us what we want to do with that information. He
It's
doesn't
funny
know
because
nothing.
this
He's
is
just a
extremely
kid.
critical to the game. And it's just one kid. It's like, oh, yeah, you can go in that shrine, I guess, maybe.
I didn't talk to this kid. I
Yeah.
just wandered in here and
really?
did it. And I was like, oh, I have an ocarina now.
So as soon as I got it, I went to go talk to not Maisel, Marin. I went to go talk to Marin about it, and she by the
marvelous Miss
windfish
Marin.
statue. And she's like, "Oh yeah, let me teach you a song. Do you like that song? Are you gonna remember it forever?" And I kept saying no, and she gets really upset if you keep telling her no to all her questions. She's just asking you questions and she wants a specific answer. It's called fishing, Marin.
Well, she does live on an island.
Ooh, social engineering.
People really like this Marin's song. What's it? Is it the Windfish song? I can't remember what her song
Yeah.
is called. I
Yeah,
feel like
Windfish.
people really like this song, and it's like really memorable and part of why people really
It's a
like
cute,
this
it's
game
a cute little
lot.
tune.
Yeah, I don't think it's particularly
All
amazing
that's
myself,
coming
but
up
that's fine.
with me is the song from Lunar, which is like la 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 la.
Yeah, that's very much what it is. She's just la 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 la. A kid making a song up on the fly.
Yeah, it's not very memorable to me, but I guess I don't remember playing. Like I did play. I don't think I ever got this far originally, so this is all new to me. It's all I'm. You know what I am? I'm a baby fresh eyes when it
Just
comes
a little
to this.
baby fresh eyes.
Yeah,
You can't see colors. You can't see shapes. The world's just a fuzzy mess to your little
I
fresh
smile.
baby eyes.
Every time Matt covers his face, I'm like, "Where did Matt go?" And then he like reveals his face, like, "There he is."
It was funny.
One
10
time I
years ago.
stole the
Now it's
nose off
weird.
of Johnny's face.
He gets really freaked
What?
out when I pretend like I ate his toes.
I said one time I stole the nose off of Johnny's face. and then I
God,
held it up in
yeah.
front of him.
He looked like Krillin from Dragon Ball. It was great.
Got your nose. That was Freddy Krueger from. That was from the where Destiny's Child
That's the
drops the F slur one, right?
Excuse me.
Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah. You're right because he flicks her nose off and it's terrible CGI underneath. Mm-hmm. That's oh man,
anyway.
what a bad movie.
So Marin tells me to play the ocarina with her, and I do that. There's no mini game, so it's not like Ocarina of Time where you gotta like do button presses.
You have to play the button. Yeah.
I was afraid there would be, and I was happy there wasn't.
That shit gets old in Ocarina of Time, and you get that again in Wind Waker, where you have to remember the songs and like play them each time. It's like a neat mechanic until you've done it 10,000 times, and you're just like, please, just fucking play the song. Is it up, down, left, or up, down, right? I can't remember, and I just want to do it.
So the item trading quest of this game not optional, right? Like you need it in several
No,
different
100%
parts of this
required.
game.
That's how you get the key to the next dungeon is you do these trades.
Yeah, because you see Taryn walking around trying to get honey, and he's like, "Oh yeah, there's a beehive here. Could you give me a stick?" And I give him a stick, and he didn't think this one through because it was an active
No.
beehive. And he does get stung and chased off the screen by bees, but you can pick up the hive afterwards. It's pretty funny.
It's a very Winnie the Pooh coded, but also probably pretty Mario coded thing to do, you know?
He is wearing pants, though, at least.
Yeah, that's a plus. That's what makes him Mario, is the pants.
Yeah.
That's the only difference between Mario and Winnie the Pooh is the overalls.
Well, pants and murdering turtles. I don't think Winnie the Pooh murders any turtles.
It's called crushing
There was a
turd.
time in Mario's development where they considered whether or not he should have pants.
Yeah. You know, those old Japanese games. Yeah, I've said this before. When I rewatched Dragon Ball, or when I watched the original Dragon Ball recently, I was downright shocked how many times you see Baby Goku's penis, and I would not be surprised if there was some Mario penis in some of the original.
The game Vanessa's making us play for the bonus has, I think, the most penises in one screen I've ever seen in a game.
You're
Great.
welcome.
Awesome.
And one of them is a lever that I think you need to use later in the game.
It's just normal interior decoration. I don't know what you're talking about, Johnny.
It reminds you of
Do you
that
think
scene in
Nintendo-
Naked Gun with those hung statues with the giant cocks.
Do you think Nintendo has already, like, they've already concepted what Mario's penis looks like?
Yeah, it's Toad.
Like, do you think that's what it?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
has
No,
like a
that's
mushroom head
Donald
penis.
Trump's penis.
But I think that's what the Toads are, is they're metaphorical penises, you know?
Because it's
But
all
like
just
I'm
a-
saying
a
that,
little
like,
thumb. It's not erect. You're never going to see Mario's erect penis.
No.
This isn't
No,
pornography.
that would be inappropriate.
You never would.
Yeah.
I don't even think he can, frankly.
You think he's
Yeah,
got
you know,
erectile
blood pressure
dysfunction?
pills.
Yeah, I think all those mushrooms.
Well, the mushrooms are good for you.
yeah, they make him. They make him
Extremely virile.
strong. Yeah.
Yeah, extremely I can't say that word. Virile.
I think that the mushrooms divert so much blood to other parts of his body to like pump the rest of it up that he can't.
You don't think his
So
penis
you're
grows
saying when he's
with the rest of him?
super sized, his penis
No, I don't
doesn't
think it
grow
does.
with the
Oh,
rest of him.
wow. That would be
So
pretty
you think
terrifying.
his body? You think his body grows immensely, but
2
the
to
amount
3
of blood in his
sizes.
body stays the same? So his heart
Oh,
has to
God, he'll be
beat 10
very
times
woozy.
faster.
I mean, can you
This is
imagine
what
if you
happens to all steroid users.
can you imagine if you magically grew like 3 times your size, but your penis stayed the same size?
Not really.
I bet you can. You have an active imagination, Vanessa.
That's true. Let me try harder. I did it, but I didn't enjoy the process.
So there's that seashell mansion, the mansion where you give seashells in. There's a bush near there, one particular bush that has a staircase you got to find. I did not even reading instructions on where it is. I was looking for this bush for I hate the word bush, for half an hour. I think
Is it because you know that we're going to make some kind of terrible entendre about you looking for a
you know what?
bush
I
and-
think it's Revenge of the Nerds that ruined that term. Let's call it a fern. Yeah.
a lady fern.
Revenge of the Nerds ruined the word bush for me.
I don't think I've ever
Anyways.
actually seen Revenge of the Nerds, and I think at this point it's too late.
It's got one good scene,
I doubt it
and that
holds
is
up.
the concert at the end of
Now,
the movie. The rest
concert
is terrible.
scene is really good, but yeah, John's right. The rest of the movie is really bad and offensive.
Actively, hostily anti-woman, you know what? No, it has gay heroes, queer black hero.
Oh,
so,
yeah, that's true.
yeah. So it's not anti-gay.
Well, that's
He gets a
something.
great musical number at the end.
But that concert, just watch that concert. It's really good. It's just basically
I'm sure it's
Devo.
on
They're just
YouTube.
copying Devo. Anyway, so Jim, did you have to look up where this stupid bush was? Fern.
Why do you need to find this
to cross
Because
to cross over to the animal village, you have to find the bush that leads to the underground. I did stumble upon it, thankfully. I was in that
I don't think I
area
did. I
looking
think
at
I
that
probably
river
looked it up.
and was just I did have a tough time with this. I just got frustrated and was just cutting down everything around me because that's what I like to do. I will say that, and also like there's a lot of secret seashells and stuff that are just in bushes and stuff. So it's like you might as well just fucking clear out everything you see.
Do you have to pull it, or will cutting work?
No, cutting it works.
That?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
good.
cut every piece of grass and bush that I see in a Zelda game. It is my favorite thing to do in these games.
I also
It
really
is fun.
fucking love doing it.
Mm-hmm. So you get to the Aminal Village, and it's
Aminal
the best part
Village
of it.
in my game.
I know what that is. I know that
Me too.
reference. We
But
all
maybe
saw
not from
that.
the same place with how Johnny's snickering.
Well, it was that that commercial for the Best of Shirley Temple songs or something.
Yeah,
And
it's just a little Shirley Temple commercial or movie.
Yeah,
Animal
it was from
quackers in my
Get in my soup.
monkeys and lions, loop-de-loop.
I don't know why that would ever sell anybody on buying a Shirley Temple collection because it's the most annoying thing I've ever heard in my life.
Because
And she like scrunches up her face like she's mad
Matt.
about it.
Monkeys and lions, loop-de-loop.
That era of musical where it didn't matter if the words that you were rhyming made sense. Why wouldn't she say loop de loop there? I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So Animal Village is great. I love it. There's a lot of cute animals. There's a bun. I think there's like a sassy cat. Is that right? I'm trying to remember what the lady was who was like, you need to bring like a hibiscus or something if you want to talk to me.
I couldn't pin down what kind of animal she was, but I respect
Yeah,
her
me
game.
either. Did you know that she can appear in this village or in Mabel Village? I had to find her in Mabel Village to give her the hibiscus.
Oh, really?
Really?
I thought it was
Yeah.
just Grandma Yoo-hoo who can go.
Oh,
to
is that
either
who I'm
village.
thinking of?
Maybe, yeah. Because
maybe that's
who I'm
can
thinking
go
of.
back and forth. Hibiscus
Yeah,
Lady has her own house. I
yeah.
don't think she
Oh,
wanders
she's
around.
Broom Lady.
Yeah.
Broom Lady is who goes back and forth.
Yeah,
You're right.
Grandma Yahoo.
Right.
Grandma
Yeah.
Yahoo who wears out her broom, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean?
If there's not a man around, you have to make do. And Grandma Yahoo gets it.
Guess what?
What?
Splinters, Vanessa. Oh my God. Find an eggplant or something. Cucumber.
Eggplant?
I don't know.
Don't eat Grandma Yahoo's eggplant casserole, I guess.
Words to live by.
Yeah.
Matt's face is just barely concealed disgust.
There's a chef bear, and he's wonderful. I love Chef Bear. I gave him the honeycomb. He's like, "Oh, you have a honeycomb. I need that for my soup. I love honeycomb. I'll give you this pineapple," which reminds me of one of my favorite childhood quotes, and only a few, maybe 0 listeners will get this reference, but I'm going to say it anyways. Les ananas ne volent pas. There you go. That's for you, listeners. If you get it, you get it. Was it IYKYK? I'm going to leave this silence in. Let's just keep going. Keep going with
You
this
editing
silence.
this week? Is it not my week?
Oh, yeah, it's Matt. Matt, leave all this silence in. And
Oh, I
and any
always do.
listener who complains about the dead air, it's on purpose, buddy. We want you to think about what I've done.
We want you to think about what I've done.
We're giving you time to like use your Google Translate on what Johnny just said so you can know the answer.
I don't know if
So
you
that
write, if
you
you
ca-
even. I don't think.
YK.
Let's see. Les ananas ne volent pas. Yeah, it actually
No,
it does come up with the answer to what that is if you look that up.
Oh.
So
Cool. Well, I'm not gonna. So what's next?
All right, so Chef Bear is amazing, and I love him, obviously. And then there's a cuddly wuddly walrus, but he's sleeping in front of the path to the desert, and we need to go to the desert to get the key to the next shrine thing, dungeon. Are these dungeons or shrines? Is there one shrine?
I think they're called shrines.
Okay.
No, are they?
I don't know.
Temples?
Temple.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah. No, well, they're not even called that. Like one's Catfish Maw.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
one's, yeah.
True.
They did say next is shrine. Shrine.
Yeah,
at the
shrine
end of
was
this
next.
one.
So this is where I accidentally wandered. When I was trying to find where to go, before I talked to the lady in Animal Village, I was just wandering around and I went to there's some ancient ruins in the bottom right corner of the map that I found my way into. And I was like, oh, this must be where I'm supposed to go. And then I got my ass kicked by a blue minotaur boss 9 times.
Oh, no.
So I decided to retreat. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff, shrine-like stuff in that area. So maybe that's where I'm supposed to go next.
Well, there's a Tubsy Wubsy walrus, and he's blocking the way because he's having a little nap. Listen, you're allowed to take up space. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. However, we do need him out of the way. And Chef Bear does mention that Marin's song is the walrus's favorite thing, and it'll probably wake him up. So we got to find Marin, and she's not in the village.
I think you must be talking about the
Where is she?
face village, Jim. I mean, the face, right?
Shrine?
Face shrine?
Yeah, I think he was.
Because you already had the key?
Yeah,
Because you did the trading quest, maybe?
maybe. I don't know.
So if you
Anyway,
go
I know
to the
I
beach,
wasn't supposed to go there.
there's, I think, maybe the pivotal emotional moment. I haven't finished this game, so maybe there's more. A pivotal emotional moment of this game where Marin's at the beach and she invites you to sit next to her. And she's just looking out over the waves, and she's talking about how when he arrived from off island, that made her realize that there's something out there. That's not just this island. She always grew up just thinking this is it. The island is all of existence. But what if she was a seagull? What if she flew out? She could fly and leave the island and go wherever she wanted. Did this moment make Jim cry?
No, because it seemed like a real ripoff of Sora and Kairi in the first Kingdom Hearts game.
Jim,
Sure,
she
This
don't
don't
game
have
take
is
time
older
older
for
than
then.
the first Kingdom Hearts game.
Not to me, it's not,
Okay.
man.
Good point.
Is the Destiny Islands, is that it? Is that where...
Yeah.
Because Sora's house is on the Destiny Islands, just not on that Destiny Island, right?
Is
I don't
this the
know.
Destiny Islands?
Oh, is this a Destiny Island?
Oh, I see what
Wow.
you're saying. Is
When
this
is
part
Sora
of
going
it?
to come through?
When Disney buys Nintendo, then Link will be part...
Please
Oh,
don't.
that would be
Please don't
awful.
let that happen.
Can you imagine
Disney will ruin Nintendo.
Link using a Keyblade and Sora using the Master Sword?
Okay,
fun.
so there's going to be, in addition to the Zelda movies, there's going to be 3 different Zelda TV shows. There's going to be the Tingles Quest, and then there's going to be life on, what's this island called? Covalent Island. And then there's going
They're
to
all
be
going to end
the
with
Young Link
cliffhangers that set up another
timeline.
season that never gets greenlit.
Exactly.
Where's Moon Knight Season 2, you motherfuckers?
I
Oh,
want
that's
more
never
Tingles
happening.
Quest.
We're never seeing Moon Knight again.
You don't think he'll show up in Doomsday or Secret Wars? I think he will.
No way.
Why not?
Huh.
I don't think it got enough viewership to carry it over.
Maybe.
And I don't think, well, I mean, they'd have to pay Oscar Isaac a fairly large amount for what would be a cameo, so I don't think they'd do it.
I don't know. It could be in his contract already.
True.
If they want to appeal to the Lady Marvel fans, you could have a scene where Oscar Isaac's just talking directly to the camera and asking how people's day went. Oh, hey, sweetie, how did your day go? And it's just slowly zooming in on his eyes.
Did you see that clip of him recently where somebody asked him to sign his Funko Pop of his Star Wars character and he said no? And when the person asked him why, he's like, because it would make me sad.
What if I got his Sucker Punch Funko Pop? Vanessa, what's your favorite Oscar Isaac performance?
Well, it's probably Poe in like the first, in like episode 7 and 8 in the probably episode.
I like
7.
how Poe kind of sucks in episode 8.
Yeah, I do too. And he's well intentioned, but makes poor choices.
So, anyway, so if when Marin's talking to you, she's like, "Oh, do you understand what I'm saying?" I said no 3 times.
Why are you so mean to Marin? You're such a fucking misogynist, Johnny. Every woman in a game, you're like,
whole thing.
I'll be a jerk to her.
She goes through the whole speech over and over again. If you say no, it's pretty funny. Anyway, so she really wants you to know she's going to be a seagull, and she wants to be a seagull so she can fly away from the island. And this is the dramatic core. Vanessa, what do you think about this dramatic core of the game so far?
I was irritated to have to sit through it.
It's like a 10-second scene.
I
Vanessa,
just wanted to whack
also a
things with my little
misogynist.
sword. I don't care about this girl. I don't care if she wants to be a seagull. She's not real.
How do you know?
Because everyone keeps telling me. Everyone you run into tells you that this island is the dream of the windfish, and when the windfish wakes up, it's all going to go away.
People have weird religions, Vanessa. That doesn't mean that that's true.
But she thinks she's real.
She
I
doesn't.
think I'm real, too.
Yeah.
We'll see who's right in the end.
We'll see who cancels who. Anyway, so then you tell Marin after she shares that with you that the walrus is blocking the way, and she's like, "Oh, my little walrus friend, I'll just go sing to him. He'll love this little surprise." So she surprises him with a song, and the walrus is so delightful he flops around and then flops right into the bay.
Aww. I was sad to see him go, honestly, because I liked him.
Me too.
I
hope he
hated
comes
him.
back
I
somewhere.
hated this walrus, and I kind of wish that I could have just killed him with my sword. You have a sword.
But
Why
he
can't you
was
just
fat and
stab
cute.
this stupid fucking walrus that's in your way? He's a monster.
Well, if Dishonor teaches you anything, you could use all that blubber for oil.
And electricity, I
true.
think.
It's true. You can make like charms out of the bones and use less magic when you teleport.
To make some dark magic links.
that's a
Summon
good
the
point.
rat lady or whatever she's called in that game. Old lady rat queen. What's her name?
That's
Granny
Lady
Rags.
Rag. Granny Rags.
Summon Granny Rags to bring hell to this village. You want to fuck with me, Ganon?
So when you
I'll
get
show you horrors you've never imagined. An old lady that makes people into soup.
So if you go to the desert now, you can find this mean little Yanmola, which is like a centipede / antlion.
Jim, how did you feel
Combo?
about Giant Centipede?
It
Did you
was.
cry a little? Like, did you get really upset?
I don't
Did you
like.
hyperventilate?
I think I dislike centipedes more than
No,
Jim
I think this was
does.
fine. Yeah, I mean, this
Ugh.
was a little. This didn't veer into like scary territory for me. I'm not afraid of like any old bug.
Seems
It's got
like
to be a threatening bug.
you are. Spiders are not threatening.
Spiders are threatening. They look inherently threatening. Have you seen their faces?
They're cute.
They're disgusting.
They're
You
so
can't
cute.
see their
They're
face
not
because they're
cute.
too small.
But I know what they look like. I know they look harmless when I'm towering over them, but I know close up they look like fucking alien monsters, and I don't like it.
I don't like those skittling black head crabs in Half-Life, and I'm worried
Oh,
in the
yeah,
VR game that
those
I'm
are
going
the
to encounter those
worst.
guys. Ugh.
Those are the worst. And they're so tanky.
Yep. They are
So
the
we fight
worst,
this
and they poison you.
centipede so that we can get a cool key. Mm-hmm. There's a heart piece down here, too. Yay.
Yeah, I did get that heart piece. If you go back to the animal village, Marin is doing a little concert with her animal friends. It's pretty fun. I tried playing along and they didn't care.
Oh, rude.
But you can't.
don't want you
I
there.
learned the windfish. I learned the windfish song in in Maybe. Mm-hmm. But if you don't learn it in Maybe, you can learn it here.
Isn't it Mabel?
Mabe, I believe.
Oh, maybe village, because maybe it's real, right?
No.
Right. Maybe it's not real.
What? Everything's real in this game.
It depends on how you define real.
It's true.
And then
There's
we
that
get to
dream where I
go to
woke
Tall,
up
Tall Heights, and that's great. You
And
get
the
to go to
house
the
was
north
pitch
side of the map.
black. Yeah, you got to go to Tall Heights. And then if you use that key, there's a little key in front of this waterfall, and it turns off the waterfall. So then you got to climb up and over to get down there. And I had a problem where I wasn't noticing exits south in dungeons like that. I didn't notice that there's two exits that you can take. One
They
to
are
a
a little
chest
harder
and
to
one that.
spot at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a problem with that.
But you get a map.
So it took me a while
so
to.
that helps.
Well, no, but in places where you don't get a map, like up in those little caverns on top of Tall Heights.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the blockable doors can be hard to spot on those cavern walls too when they're on the south wall because you just don't see it as well. It's
Are
just
there
real
bombable
small.
doors on the south wall? Oh God, oh boy.
There's a big
I
crack
must
in
have
the wall.
missed
Like you can see them if you're looking for them. They're just they're
No,
harder
I
to
agree
just.
with Johnny. It's tricky to see.
All right, Johnny, tell us about this dungeon, please.
All right, so
We are
there
doing
is
anything but talking about this game.
Well, we're almost through it. It's fine. So you get to the Angler's Tunnel dungeon, and I guess this is the water dungeon because you got to go through like a little water passage to get in there. There's several swimmy components. There's one very obvious area that you can swim in, but still like one of the beak owl statues tells you about that. I'm like, "Ugh, I knew this. Come on, don't patronize me.
No, the beak owls,
statue."
the owl statues are fucking annoying in this game. I would say that every once in a blue moon, I would get a hint where I was like, oh, okay. And most of the time, it was like, shut the fuck you. Yeah, no shit, I'm going to have to swim in this water dungeon with water, you fucking asshole.
I did eventually figure out why. Like, well, I knew right away when I saw there's 4 tiles. I'm like, I marked. I'm like, I bet this is important. Like, there's an empty room with a bunch of tiles, and 4 of them are blue. I'm like, this is going to be something I have to replicate or something. But when I saw there was a 2-tile one, I'm like, I know what's happening here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
It
very
actually
smart.
took me a while to pick up on that. I was not very hip to what was going on.
I figured it was trying to tell
Or
me
in
something.
general.
And
Or in
yeah.
general.
What? She's
a
very.
square.
Vanessa is the second hippest person on this podcast.
Considering you're the least hip person on the podcast, I'm going to say that you don't
Yes.
have any idea what the hippest person on this podcast is. Obviously, it's Jim, first of all. We all know
Jim.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I said second. I said second hippest.
No, it's a 3-way tie for second place. We're all losers.
So, this dungeon, there were so many things like obviously
And I'll be
I
honest
need
with
the
you,
hook shot.
Jim
here.
only edges us out because he has cool hair. That's it. That's the only
have
thing he's
cool
got.
hair.
tattoos.
No. Johnny, do you
No,
think
what do
doing
you mean,
tattoos is
no?
cool?
Yeah.
Matt said I didn't have cool hair.
I've known you for 10 years.
Well,
You've
it's because it's not in a side
never
ponytail.
once has your hair looked one fucking whit different.
If you had a fashionable side ponytail like that doctor who gets killed in Privateer 2, we'd be talking different right now.
Yeah, more side pony.
I could have a side pony. I could have a side pony anytime I want.
She also has like a Konami laser active thing on her head too. Like, it didn't look very good. I like how bad some of the props are in that game is what I'm saying.
Oh.
In Privateer 2. Oh yeah, look there. Vanessa's doing because there are the Doctor does at one point have a side pony, and then she also has a double pony later. Is that called pigtail? Double
Yes.
pony?
Yeah. I think she always had pigtails and you just didn't see to both of them. So you thought she had
I feel
a
like she
side
had two
pony.
different haircuts. Like it was over different days, and she just styled her hair different. She wanted to like look pretty for Lev.
I feel like
maybe that's true.
the scan lines in the video are thicker than the actual lines of the video, and it would be impossible to tell. It would be impossible to tell
At
what
least with
anybody's
like
hair
Wing
looks
Commander 3 and 4, they DVD remastered them in around 99 2000, so they had better
God, why aren't we
visual
playing
quality.
3 then?
Because I want to see all of them. We haven't even got to Brian Blessed or Christopher Walken yet, so we gotta at least get to them.
Okay. I see what you're doing.
I
Shantae's
think
in
Matt
the
likes
house.
my ponytail.
I like how you look like you have a cone head now.
Yeah, it's a very that genie. I Dream of Genie look.
There's a cue ball boss in the Angler dungeon, Johnny.
So this thing is like a tick. It looks like a blood-filled tick. I
I thought
don't
it was like a
I mean, it's cute,
squid
though.
or something.
I got tick from it, but you might be right. What do you think, Vanessa?
Ooh.
I don't think I thought of it as either. I think I thought of it as more of like a octopus.
Oh, okay.
I know,
Yeah,
like
that
looking
fits
at
with
it
the
now,
water
it
theme.
doesn't look like an octopus, but it's in water, and it's round.
It does have
in
little
the middle.
wriggly legs.
And it has little wriggly legs. You can only see 4 of them, but there could be some more tucked somewhere.
I think that thing is adorable, actually. It is cute. And then after you defeat that, you get some flippers, and finally, Link can... Oh, no. Link can swim was the last time. Sorry, I used the... I got confused here, right? Or is there... Oh, no, okay. Yeah, no, that's right.
We got the
Link can
flippers
swim.
here. Yeah.
Yeah. Link can swim, and then you can fight the anglerfish, which is a terrifying-looking boss, but I like it. The big old boss. Looked good on the Game Boy for a Game Boy game.
Big ol' boss look good on Game Boy.
Yeah, exactly. It was a side-scrolling boss fight. Weird.
It was quite easy, I thought.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't die to this thing, but now you have a ghost friend. As soon as I got out of that cave and I started walking around a little bit, I got a ghost friend. And I was like, "Hey, little buddy, what's going on here?"
People might think that I would be upset about this ghost following me around, but famously,
No, you know it's a
I
ghost.
am fine with ghosts as long as I know they're ghosts.
Apparently, also, if you go left from the angler's fish cave, you can find a fish named Mambo, and Mambo will teach you like a tango or something that you can play on your ocarina.
Oh my gosh, the warp thing is the best.
I'll go back and get this. I
Warping
haven't got
is
this yet.
amazing. Warping is amazing.
I noticed you have a Chungus on your lap.
You have a lap chungus.
That is a
Aw,
large cat.
Jundo. That cat's famous. It's from my calendar.
This ghost just like follows you around, and eventually he starts saying things like, "Bring me to my house by the bay." And I knew which house immediately. I was like, there was that wreck house that you can go to, and there's nothing in there. So it's got to be that house.
Did you guys talk about the cool warp fish? Because fuck yeah.
Yes. I haven't
Yeah,
met
that's the
Warpfish
best.
yet, but I'll go back and meet Warpfish.
I mean, I will say this map is so small that it takes 2 minutes to get from one corner to the other for sure. But it is still nice to have a warp. It's always nice to have a warp.
to get from side to side.
It takes 2 to make a thing all right.
To make Link all right.
It takes 2 to make it out of sight.
Okay, make sure I cut this, Matthew, when you're editing. This is terrible, terrible audio. Not good jokes. Let's just go ahead and let's try to move them along.
I think it's great.
So we go to the ghost
Everyone
house.
loves Michelle Visage. I don't love Michelle Visage. She's all right. I don't hate Michelle Visage.
Nobody
just feel like
does.
No, she's fine. I don't like some of her opinions. I'll say that. I think some of her judgments on looks are questionable. I think she hates some stuff. Well, she hates green, and that is a big problem because a lot of drag queens wear green dresses, and she just doesn't like green because she's a judge on Drag Race. Anyway, so I took the little guy that's following me. I thought he would like scare people in the town, but no one seems to really care that I have a ghost following me. He doesn't do anything, but he also doesn't like. I thought he could possess enemies or something cool and like make them die from the inside or melt,
make them explode, like combust.
Awesome.
Oh gosh. This has gotten so
Your
violent.
chomp chain friend killed enemies. Why can't your ghost friend kill enemies?
Well, that's true.
Exactly.
He possesses them and just walks them off of cliffs.
So I take him to his house,
Walks
and
him into the
honestly,
water
I
so
thought
that they
this.
drown.
I thought that this. It's sort
One
of
of them detonates an explosive vest.
I'm helping.
There's some great games that in the early 2000s, there's several games that had that mechanic where you like possess someone and make them do something that will kill them so you can like get through, and you can also make them like open a door and their heads explode afterwards and stuff. Like Psyops, the Mindgate Conspiracy. And I think that the game where you Geist, that game where you possess dog food, I feel like that's one of them too.
Fuck did you just say?
Geist, the game where you possess dog food. So you can possess a dog.
Saying it a
Like-
second time
like-
didn't make.
Wait, hold on. Like
more sense.
possess dog food? Like I possess dog food if I own it? Is that kind of
like
possess?
you haunt dog food, and then when the dog comes to eat, then you can. I never played Geist. It was released by Nintendo. It's officially a Nintendo game where you possess dog food.
That sounds in line for a Nintendo game. I'm going to be honest with you.
But it was like a horror. I think it was the first M-rated Nintendo. No, Killer Instinct was the first M-rated. So like the second M-rated Nintendo game.
Oh.
Anyway, so I go inside the ghost's house, and the ghost has a look around and is like, nostalgia. And he's like looking at all his stuff. I really like this scene. I thought it was
Eternal
sweet.
Darkness Sanity's Requiem was the first M-rated
Oh, okay. That's a good game, too.
game. For the GameCube, it says. So maybe there was something for the 64? Oh, you said Perfect Dark, didn't you?
No, I didn't. But is that an M? I thought that was a T.
I didn't
Might
think
be
it
an M.
was, but I don't know. I thought you said Perfect Dark.
I didn't. I said Killer
It was not
Instinct.
developed by Nintendo, though it was published by Nintendo.
Yeah. Yeah, Killer Instinct was Rare.
Killer Instinct,
And so
that's
was
what you
Perfect
said.
Dark.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, this ghost jerks you off, and it's cool, and then he gives you a heart piece, or...
Doesn't jerk you. It's just a sweet
I know,
ghost
I'm just
who
kidding. I
wants
know
to
he
go
gives you a
look at his
blowjob.
old
It's a Ghostbusters homage.
Oh,
Why are
cool.
you ruining it? Why are you ruining this sweet,
It
innocent...
doesn't necessarily mean that someone isn't sweet just because they give you a blowjob. Sometimes it's a nice thing to do.
Well, that'd be funny if there was an anime cutscene of Link asleep in the bed, and then he
It's just
he looks up
Ghostbusters.
and there's a ghost
big ghost.
hovering
He's
over
dreaming
him.
about Zelda.
He's dreaming about.
Do you think that when Dan
And
Aykroyd...
then you
up
see his
and runs
eyes cross when you
yeah.
see his little his pants unbuttoned and then his eyes cross.
Do you think that Dan Aykroyd insisted that his barely disguised fetish made it into the final product? Do you think how
you
many
think his barely
arguments does
disguised
Dan
fetish
Aykroyd...
is getting a blowjob from a ghost?
Yes, 100%. Have you ever seen a interview with Dan Aykroyd? That is 100% his fetish.
No, I have
Or
not.
Alien.
And I choose not to.
Yeah. I think he probably threatened to walk if he didn't get to shoot that scene.
The most disturbing part about that scene is the eye crossing, right? Like, do you think his eyes cross every time he gets a blowjob, or every time
No,
he
I
ejaculates?
just think it was. I just think that was the height of ecstasy. Like that's what happens when you reach nirvana. Is your eyes crossed? That was
There
Dan
were a
Aykroyd's
lot of
nirvana.
80s movies with guys getting eye crossed when their penises were stimulated. So I don't think it invented that.
God, I'm glad I didn't watch a lot of 80s
is
comedies.
Is it like stimulated or when people get hit in the balls?
No.
I feel like eye crossing was more of a hitting the balls thing, but
I think any penile
Listeners-
contact will make your eyes cross.
Remember when getting hit in the balls
maybe.
was the height of comedy?
Yes, that was the
like
America's
in
Funniest
America's
Home
Funniest
Videos
Home
era.
Videos. Yeah.
That's 90s
And
comedy.
you know what? They weren't wrong. It is funny.
It is, yeah, like with the dad standing behind his kid, taking a swing at a bat with a bat for the first time. You know what's going to happen.
Classic.
God, that's so dangerous. That guy didn't just get hit in the balls, his balls got ruptured. Do you know how fucking hard those bats are? I remember being in Little League and seeing that happen,
Rupture.
except for it wasn't somebody's nuts, it was somebody's
say
forehead, and they went to the hospital.
I saw one time I was at a Little League game and the coach was getting some cans from a vending machine for the kids. And then the vending machine got like possessed by demons or something. And it started
Okay.
spitting cans and killed the coach with like cans.
Yeah.
That's
a
in
sad
Maximum
story.
Overdrive.
Was
No,
it? I
that's
thought that
a
happened to
life
be in real
experience that
life.
Johnny lived. Maybe
Thought that
Stephen
was-
King took Johnny's life experience for his
Oh,
magnum
right.
opus
Fucking
film.
Stephen King strikes again. He's always ripping our
For
lives
his
off.
magnum
Yeah.
opus film, Maximum Overdrive. I don't think I've
Anyway,
ever actually
back
watched that
to-
movie.
It
You
fucking
should.
sucks.
Oh, it's great.
Well,
It's
force
a
me to
fun.
watch
It's
it on
a
the
fun
show.
experience, Jim.
Yeah.
For whom?
That should,
Although
that should
I
be a
got-
You
bonus.
get to laugh at as they are miserable. Kind of like when
Let's
I
do a
made you guys
bonus
watch
track
that Final
where-
Fantasy anime.
Let's do a bonus track, but it's just Matt live reacting to Maximum Overdrive.
All our other mics are muted and it's just that.
I don't think you can hear the sound of somebody's eyes crossing on a microphone.
Are you ejaculating? Anyway, so after he's done exploring his house, he's like, okay, done now, graveyard. And you take him back to the graveyard and you got to go through like some steps and then get to this other little area and there's a secret grave. And if you take him to the secret grave, then he's like, thank you, have a jar. I'm like, I did all this for a jar.
Jars are great.
Gave me a jar.
Jars are one of the best items in a Zelda game.
I know. I just thought it.
Yeah, but
fairy in
Johnny's
it.
right. It's an empty jar.
The best, maybe this happens in other ones and I just don't remember it, but the best iteration of this that I can remember is in The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, because you capture the fairy in the jar and he holds the fairy up and the fairy looks so sad.
Oh God!
Oh man.
Well, especially in this one, they look like people. The fairies look like people in this one. So you're trapping that in a jar? That just seems mean.
Fairies look like people.
I thought they liked to be in the jar.
I don't think they do.
Oh. That's how you sleep at night, I guess.
Yeah.
They like to be in there.
Anyway, so after that,
I sent you a picture to the chat. It's very funny to me.
is it Dan Aykroyd crossing his eyes? You caught. Oh no! Oh, that fairy looks so sad.
Oh, looks so
I
happy
don't think
about
that fairy
it.
likes it. So when now you can swim. So I mixed it up before. Now this is the true water dungeon where you like dive into water to get in. I mixed it up with the last one where you
I
fall
thought I'd be
into the
upset
dungeon.
about this swimming business, but it's all right.
Yeah, there's no issue. You can't drown.
Yeah, that's what I thought would happen. I'd be always watching my timer and keeping track of my breath. I don't care for that.
Yeah, thank God. I love that this game doesn't do that. I hate that in video games. These are magic
Everyone does.
flippers that let you breathe air, let you breathe water like a fish.
Yay! Like Kevin Costner does.
Do you think he's breathing through his feet, though?
Yeah, yep.
No, he's got gills.
No,
I
not
think-
Kevin Costner. Link.
I think the flippers cover him in like a bubble of breathable air.
Oh.
Because it's magic.
So this is the one now where
But
you
if he
get
farts, it
you have
gets
to
real
count the
gross in there.
tiles. And you find the Master Stalfos, because the Master Stalfos steals the hook shot. I was very upset by
Man, I
this.
fucking hate this guy.
I liked this because
This guy
it's
sucks.
early in the game. It's early in the dungeon, so it's earlier than you would get it, I think.
Matt, can you record yourself interjecting before I describe the dungeon wrong in the first part and say, like, Johnny's about to describe the second dungeon of this chunker, not the first.
I was thinking that
because
that
he's
was
stupid.
not something was off there.
So, I know. I realized that when I looked at my notes.
Stupid that I didn't catch, but since I'm editing this week, you just point out that Johnny is an idiot. Johnny wrote the notes. Johnny wrote
I did,
the
but
notes.
I
They have
closed
pictures.
the notes for a second. I had to pull. Yeah, there are pictures. So this is where that Stalfos is walking around. He grabs the hook shot. You got to go through 1, 2, 3, 4 in order to fight him. I figured that out pretty fast.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious. This is a baby game for babies. Like, you should be able to figure all of this out. Admittedly, a few things are a little obtuse. Like, we talked about the one fucking bush that you have to cut down to get from one side of the river to the other. That sucks. But a lot of it is pretty clear. Because it's a
It
baby
does
game.
want you to go everywhere and look at every single item.
Yeah, yep.
I love the hook shot.
Jimmy,
I think
Jim
it's my
looks
favorite.
so fucking mad right now. I'm sorry if I offended you, Jim, when I said this was a
No,
baby game for babies.
No. I was thinking, about what's going to happen when. You know what? I'll just explain later.
Okay.
Was thinking about what your reactions might be when I tell you what the game I picked for
God,
the next
stop.
game is.
Stop
Like,
I can't wait.
I was kind of dreading it a little bit.
I'm so
if
hyped
I'm being
up that
honest.
my eyes are going to cross. Can you please stop?
Oh, my eyes are going to cross. At least said that.
So does the eyes crossing mean pleasure or orgasm?
Both.
I mean, yeah.
What's the difference?
Well, there's a difference. Anyway,
Jim's punching his
so
You got to fight the
The,
Stalfos 4
cat.
times to get the hook shot, but then you get the hook shot, and guess what, gang? The hook shot is so fucking fun. I love a hook shot.
I love it.
I remember getting the hook shot for the first time in Link to the Past and being like, this is the best thing in this game. I can use it as a weapon. I can zip across the screen. It's so fucking fun. I think that I just have a personal preference for things that give you, it doesn't have to be an item, like any sort of like move or like ability that you get that changes the traversal in a game. I think that's one of the reasons I like Metroidvania so much, because they tend to be really based around that type of concept. A double jump, an air dash, a hook shot, just anything that changes the traversal in a game is so fucking fun and exciting to me. I'm like a child.
I mean,
Oh
I
my
like
God,
in
I
those
can zip
Batman
around
games
now.
too.
I mean,
think
that's
those
a
Batman
good. I
games
mean,
do a good
I like
hook
that
shot.
stuff too. Yeah, that's a good example of that.
It's satisfying.
Those Batman
It's satisfying,
games,
but I
yeah.
think the hook shot's maybe the first one I can think of that I remember. Maybe the double jumper air dash in Mega Man X. Anyway,
I think the glide ability in Kingdom Hearts is up there for me.
Yeah,
Of ones that
that's a big one.
just kind of change the game a little bit.
like we talked about the warp mechanic, and that's great, but that's not really. That's like map moving. That's not really traversal. Like actual on the ground moving around. Anything that changes that so that it's more fun is just the best.
Yeah.
Also, most of these
So
games
this-
have like two versions of the hook shot, like a regular hook shot and then like a long hook shot. And this one just gives you the long one eventually. This one just gives you the long one right off the bat. It goes all the way across the screen. And also now you can hit those stupid fucking enemies that are flying that you can't hit.
Yeah.
And now you're going to now I'm going to get you. Stupid bomb throwing mushrooms.
Oh, yeah, those
The
guys
only-
are stupid.
I know you don't like Skyward Sword, but you can get that bug in Skyward Sword that I really liked that like shoots a beetle that you can control with motion controls. I really like that. I think that might be one of my favorite ones in one of those games. of like weird link powers. So then you fight 2 gomas, which are like sort of crab spider things, cyclopses with one eye, and you got to hook shot
Jim loves these.
them. You can also bow them if you don't want to hook shot them.
Oh yeah, buy that bow if you have not bought that bow. Get that bow.
Yeah, I bought the bow. Like when I was trying to get through that dungeon I went to on accident, I was like, "Oh, I must need the bow." So I went and spent all my money on the bow.
Do you guys know
And
you
I
can
didn't
steal
even
I have
the
enough
bow?
money for the bow.
Do you know you can
How?
steal
Steal
the
it?
bow? You don't
What?
have to
Hook
buy
shot?
it.
Why? When? How? Why?
Does it make the
When?
shopkeeper mad?
It does make the shopkeeper mad. If you wait for him to look at the top right wall, you can run out the door and you will get the bow. But it will rename your character Thief for the rest of the game. And the shopkeeper will kill you if you come back into the shop.
Oh my god!
I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I've got enough money now. I can buy the bow.
That would be amazing.
I love that it
the-
renames
kill
your
you.
character.
Will he like one shot you?
Yeah, he's got a
that how that
lightning
works?
attack. Fucking roasts you.
Wow.
That's a good lesson.
Yeah, so I guess you. So you get, now that you got the hook shot, it's very easy to get everything from the dungeon, like all those chests you couldn't open before. It makes everything so much smoother and better, like getting across those little slammy blade guys.
Yeah,
You can get
I don't know
by
if you
them
guys
really
noticed.
easily.
I'm sure you did, but there are so many spots in the world map that you very clearly are like, oh, once I have the hook shot, I'll be able to.
Yeah, where all
to
those
there.
stumps are. Like,
And you know,
Yeah.
it's not just stumps that you can hook shot. You can hook shot trees. You can hook shot treasure chests, which makes it easy to get across
oh
gaps
yeah,
to
yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah.
And I'll say this again, not to harp on it too much, but the first time I played Link to the Past, I didn't have like the understanding that I have now of these mechanics. So when I got the hook shot and realized that I could do these things, it blew my 10-year-old mind. It's like I can't fucking believe how much this game just opened up. Now you walk around and you're like, okay, there's a hook shot point.
I love it though. It just works really well. It's very satisfying to use. It feels good. You know, it's fine. So you get to the boss of this one, and it's the slime eel. And
Great name.
This boss,
Doesn't
I
look
did
like an
something
eel at
weird
all.
to it. I got killed by this boss after it came after me. Like, I guess I didn't totally kill it. I left it with like a couple of sections left, and it just started crawling around the map after me, like the room. It was weird.
Yeah.
Has that ever
That's
happened to you guys?
creepy.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's how the boss works. Is that you like beat the tail and then it starts crawling around the room and you hit it and it dies.
No, you can kill it without. You can kill it without it crawling around the room, because I did that the second time.
Oh, huh? How?
I don't know.
being,
I
like,
just
the
kept
toughest
I
and
would hook
coolest
shot
guy?
its mouth. I hook shot its mouth.
Oh, you
and
got it
then
as it was
I
coming out
drag
of
it
the wall.
Yeah.
You never let it get out of the wall. I see.
No. Yeah.
Okay, well, then I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I didn't let it get out of the wall.
Typically, when people are agreeing with each other, they don't say no. No is not a term that means agreement.
Yes.
Life
No.
lessons with Matt.
No, I didn't let it out of the wall.
No, you did let it out of the wall.
What? Ah. Anyway, so next time on Tlazla, we finish Dungeon 6 and 7 and the Color Dungeon.
Color Dungeon. Just out of curiosity, I know Jim has. Johnny and Vanessa, have you done the Color Dungeon yet?
Yes.
No, but I'll do it as soon as I boot up the game and get the tango.
What
Mon-
color
Mongo
did you
Tango.
pick, Vanessa?
You'll have to find out next time
Okay.
on Square Roots.
Ooh.
I think now is a good time to announce the next game before we get. Or let's do Vanessa's bullshit minigame corner and Squarely Guess,
No.
and then we announce the
New
next
game. New
Nope.
game.
Nope. Bullshit. Bullshit.
All right. Well, I
Uh,
caught the biggest fish, so I win the bullshit mini game corner.
Everyone knows the real bullshit minigame in this game is claw game. I'm real good at it. I've
talked
clawed
about
up
that last
everything.
week.
Well, I'm going to talk about it some more because I just keep getting better. Like, I close out the shop so often. Just go in there, claw, 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 get up
I
all
love
5
Vanessa
prizes.
going in there and closing out the shop. Like,
Yep. The
You're
guy's
supposed to
like,
do this,
oh,
like,
we have
3
to
times."
close. There's no more. You have to do it so many times to get all the cute plushies to put in your little friends' little houses.
I
It's
never put a
the
plushie in somebody's house. I guess I should.
real
I
game
must
at this
have
house.
them.
Yeah. You get them as prizes. I think you can only get the next plushie once you've placed your first plushie. So get a plushie, wander around the village, find out where it goes. There'll be all these little podiums where people have put their wish list for their little plushies. Be
Cool.
like, I wish to put a piranha plant plushie here. I wish to put a shy guy.
I wonder
and
which
you put
plushie I
the plushie
have.
on the platform, and nothing happens. But I'm gonna keep doing it until something does happen. I'm thinking maybe once I put all of them, something will happen. We'll find out.
Probably.
I don't know, so I'll be interested to learn more. What about the
We
fishing?
love to learn.
You guys want to talk about the fishing?
No.
We can talk about it tomorrow, or not tomorrow, next week.
We're gonna
Tomorrow.
talk about
No.
it because Matt's good at it.
We
and
said it. We
just
said we were
gonna
going to talk
brag
about
about
it this
how
week.
he's
It's
best
in the
at it.
notes. There's a fishing mini game. It's a mini game where you
Okay.
fish. It's fucking fishing. If you catch a blooper, yes, a blooper. It's from Mario. Then you get a seashell, and if you catch a what's the other fish from Mario called? A cheap, you get a seashell. You get different lures. When you catch bigger fish, he'll give you a bigger lure. And the bigger lures are heavier, and they let you catch larger fish more easily. And I don't know, I fished a lot, and I got the big fish, and I did the best of the fishing.
You can get your bottle too.
Oh yeah, there's a bottle down
And you
there.
can have an extra bottle.
Gotta get that bottle.
Everyone loves Baba.
Baba?
Have you any wool?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 bags full.
That's a lot of wool. What am I supposed to do with all this wool? Are you gonna give me a discount?
That's a good question.
No, sir. No, sir.
No, fuck you and your wool. Take it somewhere else, Popper. Hope you can eat this season. Okay, nobody wants to talk about fishing, I guess. Bye.
I haven't done it. I haven't done a lick of it.
There's a bottle. That's the kind of the. If you're getting the seashells, it's worth getting the 2 seashells, and it is worth getting 40 seashells. There are 50 seashells. If you get 40, the upgrade is awesome.
I feel like I only have like 8.
It took me. I did use a guide to find the seashells towards the end of the game, and I will say it took me like an hour. Like, it is not hard. There's not.
At this point in the game, like where we're at, like having just finished this chunker, am I far enough to get 40? Or do I have to progress further in order to get at least 40?
I don't know.
Okay.
I did it towards the end of the game. But the 40 seashells reward does legitimately kick ass, particularly combined with the color dungeon reward. But there is a bottle that you can just get. It's at the bottom, until you get it. The first time you go in there, you just have to catch it with your lure. And bottles are really helpful. I mean, putting a fairy in a bottle will save your butt, you know?
Put a fairy in a bottle and save your butt. You want to know what's up, that's what. Put a fairy in a bottle and save your butt.
Ba-dum. All right, Jim. It's your time to shine, baby.
All right. You guys, I decided on this a while ago. I thought it was going to be fun.
It's weird.
And
You are making me
then-
feel like this is a real controversial pick.
Yeah, I'm a
I
little
mean,
nervous.
I hope it's not. Like, I hope it's not. But okay, the game is. I want us to play because I think it's really good, and I think we're gonna have fun talking about it.
Grandia
It's gonna.
2.
It's gonna be.
Grandia 2.
It's gonna be Banisher's Ghosts of New Eden.
Oh,
It's a real betrayal of the all bangers concept. I'll say that much.
Huh. Well, wasn't that
I
Jim's
don't
favorite
mind
game
it.
of last year?
yeah.
Yeah.
I watched Jim play a lot of it, and it looked pretty good. And so I will be the first to say I don't mind it.
Okay, good. It's a good game. I think once we get into it, once we get our feet wet with it, you guys are gonna really take to it.
I think it will make a nice change from our oldie but goodie Link game to play a contemporary game.
So it's like 6 episodes worth or so.
Yeah. And like we can
6 to 8.
if you do all the hauntings, it's longer. We can talk about what hauntings that we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So we can make it shorter, or we can put some of those in and make it a little bit longer.
30 for
I
main
want to hear
story,
from Matt.
50 for
Is he
side
full of
story.
rage?
Yeah.
He looks skeptical. He looks skeptical.
Yeah. Yeah. Not feeling good about this one. We'll see how it goes. Maybe Banisher's Ghosts of New Eden will change my mind.
Am I going to call it Vanisher's Ghosts from New England every time accidentally? Yes.
You should. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, guys. It's going to be fun.
Is it?
It is. It's going to be fun.
Okay. I just bought it, so
Isn't it on
All right.
Game Pass?
it's $20 right now. I don't know if that's a sale or just because I have Game Pass.
It was on sale, I heard.
It's $60 normally, so buy it while it's hot. You know?
Oh, okay. And is that
It
on
is
the
on sale.
Xbox that you bought it?
Yeah, I bought it on the Xbox. It is on sale and it is 60% off. So get it.
Cool. Okay.
Okay.
As of the time of this recording.
I was really
Matt-
hyped. I was
Matt
really
looks
hyped for this.
Matt
Jim.
looks a little bit bummed.
Yeah,
Matt
I
looks
was
a little
really
bit
excited.
bummed. Yeah.
You know, we have similar tastes in games, and I was really excited. And you let me know.
I know. That's why you should be excited. That's why you should be excited about this.
Well, I'm excited about it because I thought it would be some game that I hadn't ever even heard of and didn't care about. But in fact, this is a game that I did think that I might not mind playing.
Yeah, I think as you were watching me play it, I asked, because I think you had made fun of me for a couple streams playing it, because I had
did.
talked about how much I had liked it before. And then the more you watch, you're like, oh, this game actually seems kind of good.
I wasn't making fun of you for liking the game. I was making fun of the name of the game being something that you made up because Banisher's Ghost
Oh, yeah,
of
that's
New
right.
Eden does not sound like a real game.
That is true. We're gonna have fun. All right. Wow. I just such a weight off my shoulders. I guess I have no
Good.
idea.
You shouldn't feel burdened by what you love.
Maybe
Yeah,
like a
I just
little
like to,
you know.
burdened. Like maybe you should feel a little burdened.
Matt's such a jerk.
I was really
gonna
hyped
be
up,
jerk.
and it's like I feel like Jim just came through this episode and rained on my parade. You know,
Wow.
Well, I just
No,
thought it
it's
was
gonna
going to
be
be
great.
something like
you could say
Something
that, but I don't
spicy.
trust
The
you. I
parade's
believe that
the
you
parade's
are
just
correct.
beginning. The parade is just
But
beginning.
it's got rain all over it, and that sucks. It's a bad start. You know, you can keep doing.
So,
you can keep
Matt-
the parade going, but the streets are wet.
Matt.
What?
What are you squarely against?
Jim's fucking pick for the next game.
Oh, man.
I knew you were going to say that.
It's exactly the kind of game you love to play. You love to play God of War Ragnarok. It plays just like that.
Does? Oh, I thought it was like
I don't
a
know.
adventure
Similar. It is. It is. Yeah.
In 10 years of podcasting, Vanessa has picked up on the types of games I like as well as she has picked up on the types of boys Johnny likes. I'm rallying for the hook shot. I love the hook shot. It's the best. Anytime you're playing a Zelda game and you get a hook shot, that game is instantly funner. And they're already pretty fun. And that's what I'm squarely against. What about you, Vanessa?
I guess I'm roundly for the claw game. I wasn't as into it last time we talked, but now I have fully embraced claw life. Or maybe it's more like Claw Life chose me, But I think it's great. And more of that. More of Claw Life, more of whacking down bushes with my little sword. Those are the two things I love to do in a Zelda game.
What about Jim?
I would have to say I'm roundly for the bow. I bought the bow maybe a little prematurely, but ended up using it a lot, and I think it's pretty cool. I was always I always kind of bounced off using. I always thought the project like that. It took me a long time to get the hang of the targeting and like Ocarina of Time,
Right.
So this was fun. It was fun to be good at the bow.
Because I really like the bow in Breath of the Wild because you can like aim with motion controls and it just works really well.
Oh.
But I was playing Ninja Gaiden Black recording some footage for the video I just did. And the bow in that sucks. So I hate it. I hate it. It's just like Ocarina of Time's awful bow.
Oh yeah, that's the worst. Yeah, that bow sucks. This bow doesn't suck. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Johnny?
I'm gonna say I'm roundly for. I really like the Master Stalfos, like him stealing the treasure and you have to chase after him. I really like that. I thought it was fun.
Yeah,
it was an easy boss fight,
too.
So it wasn't difficult.
I like
did
the
die
little opening that he gave you. If you could slash him at just the right time, then you could do this really fast. Because if you got him in that little opening while he was winding up his sword, he would just collapse. And if you did that over and over again, he wouldn't even move on the map at all. He after 3 times he would collapse and then move to the next place.
Spider hole, right?
Not his spider hole. He would wind his sword back and give you an opening to slash him. And if you just did that, he couldn't even do anything. Fun boss.
All right. And that's it. So let's move on to level up. So since Jim is here and he's done so many exciting things this week, why don't we start with Vanessa?
Oh, wow. I watched a couple of movies. I watched a movie called Eternity. This movie stars Elizabeth Olsen and Miles Teller and one other man whose name I cannot remember off the top of my head.
He's a real handsome gentleman, though, isn't he?
Let's all try. Yeah, he's tall, handsome man. And
you were talking about Penn from Penn and Teller, right?
His name is Callum Turner from Penn and Teller. He was also in. You may know him from Green Room. He was one of them. Nazi punching boys.
One of them Nazis.
One of them Nazis, and he was Frank Churchill in the new Emma. This is a rom-com movie about a woman who dies, and she has to decide which of her husbands from life to spend the rest of eternity with.
It does not sound like a rom-com.
It was, though. I liked it. I tend to like anything that imagines an afterlife. I don't know why. I like those afterlife movies.
Oh, that's right. Vanessa's favorite movie is What Dreams May Come.
My favorite movie is what was it called? Defending Your Life. That was a good one. Or do you
like the Ricky Gervais one?
I haven't watched that. And
is that The Invention of Lying? No,
it's the one where he can see ghosts.
I think it's just called Afterlife.
Oh,
no, it's called Ghost Town.
He's the little
Ghost
boy.
Town,
Okay.
I think is what it is.
He talks to dead people. You guys know what I'm talking
about. Was when I was like, oh, I don't like Ricky Gervais anymore. Was The Invention of Lying?
That's when I got tired of him too.
Yeah. I was never super into him, but then I think I
Same.
heard too much about him to be into him. And then I also watched a movie called The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Oh yeah,
Did you like it? I've been on the fence about watching that. And I kind of want to.
I liked it. I mean, it was a fine whenever I watched it, Thursday night movie. You know, like don't run to the theaters because it's been out of theaters for a good period of time now. I don't know if it ever was actually, but if you're looking for just like a enjoyable popcorn movie to watch, it was fun. It's Nicolas Cage playing himself and Pedro Pascal. And Pedro Pascal plays a man who pays $1 million for Nicolas Cage to come to his birthday party. And things get wacky from there. But it was good. I thought Nick Cage did a good job parodying himself. And I enjoyed it. Those are the 2 movies I watched. I also watched the first episode of the new season of Daredevil. I was happy it was back because Charlie Cox is dreamy.
Did you enjoy it?
Yes.
Expand on that point.
Okay. It picks up from where the last season left off. Daredevil is struggling with his anger issues. I guess I didn't like that he's kind of on the lam and we didn't get a lot of Matt Murdock. It's more about his Daredevil side. And I really am more of a Matt Murdock fan than I am his vigilante side fan.
I will say that I mostly agree because it's courtroom drama is fun, and that is like a selling point of Daredevil, and to cut that out is, I think it'll show up eventually, hopefully, but
yeah, I'm sure it'll come back.
What did you think of the new black and red costume instead of all red?
I've never been happy with the costumes because
Same.
in the very first episodes, they showed him fighting in a hallway in just like sweatpants and a tank top. And I was like, yes, please give me more of this. I want to see this stuntman's very nicely developed arms while he flips around. But they took it away from me and put them in a costume. I'm mad about it and I'll never forgive them.
Do you like Karen Page, played by Deborah Ann Wall, and are you glad or excited that she's playing a seemingly more major role in this season?
I tend to like Deborah Ann Wall, but I don't feel like Karen Page has enough character for me to really hook into.
Do you feel like she has enough chemistry with Daredevil to sell you on that?
Weirdly, I would say kind of no at this point, and I think it's just because I don't have like a hook on her as a character.
Yeah, that was my reaction. I was like, I felt like when they, spoiler alert, they kissed in that first episode. I felt like you were supposed to be like, oh, finally, but I was like, I kind of don't.
You kissed
care
a
that
lot
much.
back in the old Netflix seasons too, though.
I forgot about
They
that.
did put her in
think it's-
maybe one of the worst looking wigs I've ever seen in my life, briefly in this episode.
Oh, in that Central Park scene.
Yeah, it's real bad. It's not, I don't know that it's supposed to be a good wig. You know what I mean? Like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
she's obviously in disguise.
Yeah.
Well, I think they feel, and it's true to the plot, that they're sort of more together by happenstance than by choice or desire. And so
Yeah.
I think that it may be
That makes
that their
sense.
lack of chemistry is sort of intentional to a certain extent.
I have a friend that likes this show, has liked the show since the Netflix, and just hates Karen Page. And the big complaint is that she basically shows up and cries a bunch and then, goes away again. And so I can understand the frustration. It's not the actress or like it's the way they use that character and have for several seasons of just somebody that shows up and
that.
just cries into the
She
camera.
like the radio show
That's
host
kind of
lady?
all she did in the last. That's what she did in the last season.
Every scene
Yeah.
of Born Again season 1 that she was in, she was sobbing. Other than I think maybe
She
the
was-
first scene in the season where they were like
She was
at a bar having
sobbing
fun.
at Daredevil.
Yeah, it gets real old. But I think she's a good actress, and I like seeing her in this, and I hope that they can make it work. Not the characters, but the show, if that makes sense,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do
she
still
does seem to
fully
have,
expect
like,
Foggy to come back.
How? He can't. He's dead.
Yeah. I mean, they are adapting a storyline,
He's not magical. He can't come back.
Well, I won't say anything.
All right.
I think he's died in the comic books at least 3 times.
I do think that she sort of has some things to do now in being like a contact point for some of the resistance against Fisk. So that was nice to see. And I hope that she will continue to have things to do.
I will say that Vincent D'Onofrio continues to just absolutely fucking eat scenery as Wilson Fisk. And it's so nice to have somebody nailing a role like that. You know what I mean? Like, and I hope he shows up in a Spider-Man movie. Like, that's how good he is. I have one more question. How do you feel about the let's call it action, but really the wildly extreme violence in this first episode? Do you like this? Is it too much? What do you take from it?
I don't like it, but I wasn't super upset by it.
He's like breaking arms and legs where the bone is coming out.
I don't like to
knocking
see
teeth
bones
out.
like breaking like that, and I guess the idea is to really show how troubled he is. You know, he's not a hero. This ain't Captain America.
It also felt like it was kind of like a here's the first episode of the season. We're really gonna go hard, and then it's probably might pull back on that a little bit,
though, right? Like that. Every season of Daredevil has had like a tracking shot action scene, and I guess they didn't want to use it up in the first one, which they did last season. So maybe they're saving it.
But I guess I don't mind it that much because I do find Daredevil attractive when he's angry. I do like him when he's angry. My favorite scene last season was when he went to visit Bullseye in the prison. That was a great scene.
Yeah. I like this Bullseye character too.
Do you?
Gotta say. Yeah.
Okay.
I think the actor is really good. I think it's interesting what they're doing there. I don't know much about the storyline, but this is this different what they're doing with
I would say
him here?
They are I mean, they could be getting there, but he's such a departure from Bullseye, the supervillain from the Daredevil comics, that I have not personally liked him very much. It's not the actor. It's just what they're doing with him. They could be building him up to kind of be more of what I kind of expect, but what I expect is a real fucking psychopath that is just a murderous lunatic, you know, that is a whirlwind of death. And instead, he's just kind of like a henchman that hangs around.
Well, in this one, and maybe I'm reading too much into it, but he's almost like the Joker. A little bit, you
Maybe.
know what I mean? Like that's kind of what they're doing with him.
Yeah,
like especially the way this first episode ended.
Super far off from Marvel's comics Bullseye. Like he's a gleeful sociopath. He loves
it feels
people.
like that's kind of where they're
scary.
going.
It works
you
in
know
the
what
comics,
I mean?
where he's like
it feels like
scary.
they're using him as like Daredevil's Joker. It's kind of what it feels like.
I mean,
doing.
I would say that is an pretty accurate version of what
comparison
he is.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, for sure. We'll see. Like I have high hopes. I have since season 3 of the Netflix series, but it's never quite landed. But maybe we'll get there. I'm excited this season is back. Anyway, Vanessa, your level up.
I think I'm done. I think those are all the things I did. I caught a cold. It was ill-timed. And
just because you caught it doesn't mean you have to keep it.
Well, I sort of did. I took some time to rest and recuperate, took a couple days off work, and feel a lot better. And during that time, I played the game that we're playing as a bonus this month, which is called Earth Must Die. And I'm hoping we can record that tomorrow. You can, if you want to, watch the YouTube video, too. I give everyone here permission to. Consume it in whatever
I should have just
manner.
maybe done that this week when I was kind of watching stuff on my tablet. Because I don't like to... Is it the type of game that you just don't need to play? Like, is there not much gameplay?
There's not much
an adventure
gameplay.
game.
It's like a point-and-click
like a
game.
LucasArts.
It's an adventure game.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hate an adventure game.
Like a Grim Fandango.
Yeah, like your favorite game, Grim Fandango.
It's a lot like Grim Fandango, actually.
Yeah.
I'd say that's what it reminds me most of.
But there's dicks.
Oh, so many.
Knobs.
Bellends.
Gorglywongers.
Tiddlywinks.
Vanessa, can you pass your level up to someone else? Or,
Yes, please. I pass it to Johnny.
All right. I'm going to be short. I down.
You always are.
I mean,
I took notes on what I want to talk about, so fucking strap in.
Ooh.
okay. Well, I
Well, I'll
played
go
some
after Johnny
Remnant
then because I'll be
2.
fast too.
Fuck?
Sorry.
Remnant 2.
What's that?
It's like a multiplayer. It plays sort of like a
What'd you play it on?
Demon Souls PC.
Is it a new game?
It's like a couple years old now, so it's cheaper.
Is this like this
It's
the
more
World of
multiplayer.
Darkness one?
I don't think so. Might
Oh,
be.
Vanessa, did you see? I'm
you
sorry,
got-
Johnny. Vanessa, did you see that one of our Discord members, Chris Sasaki, posted that there is another World of Darkness adjacent game coming out? Did you see that? What was
No.
it, Jim? Do you remember? It's the Hunters.
It was like the hunt. No, that's a different one. Hunters. It was Hunt something.
That's
Well,
exciting.
you know,
All
I
right.
love them vampire games. Can't get enough of them.
I don't
and
think it has
any day now
vampires.
I'm going to play Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2.
Why?
It's like a Bloodborne, except in a post-apocalyptic city, and it's more multiplayer focused. And
Is it the one with all the tree stuff? Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you again, but
It's got, like,
I think I
these
know what you're talking about.
crazy roots and like
Yes,
monsters
the
that grow
root
around
thing.
it?
Okay, yeah, yep.
And it's
okay.
got all these different. It's a roguelike, but with Souls-like combat, basically.
Yeah.
And more shooting than it. So a little bit of BioShock and stuff too.
What led you to play this game?
Oh, Julio's really liking it. It's cheap right now, so I picked it up, and I'm going to try playing it with Julio. Like I like having games that I can play with friends sometimes. I'm not a total shut-in.
We know you like to have games you can play with friends because that's what you do every week here on the Square Roots podcast.
That's true.
But you are a
Yeah, so I've played a little bit of that. It was, I
Right.
think, it was one of the first Unreal Engine 5 games that came out. So it's it's a pretty good looking game. It runs well, and yeah, I'll let you know more about that when I actually play some online because I'm just doing the tutorial stuff, and I got killed by the first boss, the tutorial boss, which I know you're supposed to, but in this one, I don't know. I feel like I wasn't supposed to die to that thing, but it's tricky. But it's you create a character and the levels are random and you can do it with friends, which is I like doing that. I like playing games with friends, and I watched more Night Court. We already talked about that last time. Did I talk about that weird X-Files episode with what's her face? Oh, what's her name? She was in the West Wing after his first secretary died. She was in 9 to 5. Lily Tomlin.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that X-Files episode with Lily Tomlin and Ed Asner as ghosts? I watched that with a friend of mine.
I'm sure I did because I think I've seen all of them, but it doesn't come to mind.
It's a Christmas episode, and they're trying to get couples to kill each other, even though Mulder and Scully are not couples, but that's a whole part of it. And it's a 6-season episode, so I think it's the first season shot in L.A. But it was fun. It was a good one. But that's why it had like big name actors because they didn't have to fly them to Vancouver. Yeah, so I watched that, and I've been playing lots of little games. I ended up playing a few hours of Persona 4 to record footage of it, and man, that game's so good. That game is
And
excellent.
how?
Just seeing you talk about it on your latest Bears and Games video had me like champing at the fucking bit to play it. Like that game is so good.
And not a misery game where everyone's eating each other. You didn't want to play that one instead?
No.
It's got a cool art style, but yeah, between the two, I'm not particularly aching to keep playing Digital Devil Saga, but I do want to replay Persona 4 again. Should I just wait for the remake though?
Yeah, good question.
Persona 4, I kind of am. Yeah, like I could play it again
Yeah, at this
for
point.
sure.
When is that supposed to release?
No, there's
Is it
no
this
release
year?
date. There's no release date.
Oh,
Have they
there's not.
officially
Probably
announced
4
it?
fucking years. Yes.
Yeah, they did officially announce it.
Yes.
Yeah, they haven't said when.
No. There's. I think they barely have started on it. That Persona 3 remake just came out like a year ago. Like, it takes them forever to rebuild these 100-hour games.
Was that like a total remake? Like,
Yeah. Reload? Absolutely. 100%.
Yeah, like it was a full new game.
It was good. I
basically.
played the entire
yeah.
fucking thing.
Well-
I really enjoyed it. They added a bunch of quality of life stuff. They updated the combat to be more in line with kind of what they had gotten with it in 5. Like, it was great.
Everyone says that the Xbox partner preview yesterday was going to have Persona 4, and it did not. It's a real loosey kicking the football or pulling the football before
I mean,
Charlie
isn't there
Brown
always
can kick it.
something like that?
Yeah.
Silksong came out, so
there's
now they
been a
gotta
lot
find a new
of
thing.
There's been a lot of interesting stuff happening at Xbox since this leadership change. Have you guys read about any of that?
Yeah, to some
No.
degree, I'm excited that maybe they aren't going to kill the Xbox because that's where it seemed like it was going.
Yeah, I agree. And it seems like this new lady, I can't remember her name, but she seems to be making some kind of smart decisions, I think.
Sharma?
As far as like
something Sharma?
it is something Sharma. But I think she's making some good decisions. Apparently, she acts like this whole marketing campaign that they were about to launch, because she said it didn't seem on brand to her, and like the way they describe it, it sounds fucking stupid. And so like it was basically like showing different things and being like, this is an Xbox, and it's like your phone.
Yeah,
It's like,
no, thanks.
That sucks.
It's not what an Xbox is, and if that's what you think an Xbox
yes, exactly.
is, like, I'm not here for it.
And that's what she said too, is like, this is not Xbox. And so I think that was smart. And so it seems like she is kind of invested in the brand, which I think is a good sign. So I think that's positive.
All right. Well, I think that's it for my level up. Jim, since you got a short O too, why don't you level up next?
I did watch the new Daredevil and thought it was pretty cool. Finished Crimson Butterfly, like I said at the top. That was also pretty good. I don't know. Is it okay to talk? I don't know if I should talk about the head count thing.
Why
I
wouldn't
guess
you?
it's okay. I don't
Up
know.
to you.
I don't know why you wouldn't.
Yeah, you don't have to
Okay.
if you don't want to, though.
Did you see Project
that's
Hail
a
Brought
Mary?
it up.
I guess
So.
my name's on their website, I guess.
Oh, you should
Yeah, I
definitely
did
have
my
a
first-
check out my podcast, the Square Roots Podcast. Sign up in here.
Plug the podcast. I did
At
my
least some
first
stickers.
show
At least
as-
hand out some stickers.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I did. I did my when they do the online voter registration, I'll put like also subscribe to the Square Roots podcast. Check mark them on. Just kidding.
Here,
I would never do that.
Just to make that tie in, don't forget to register to vote. There we go. We're good to go.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, I
And if
I
you
did
think
my
you're
first.
registered, check your registration because sometimes hinky things are going on.
Yeah, hinky
Always a good
things.
idea. But yeah, I did my first show as a team leader for a nonprofit called Headcount, where we just go to like concerts and festivals and stuff and see if we can get people who aren't registered to register to vote, or at least to verify their registration status. And it was fun. I got to see a cool show. And you know, I think I got a guy to fully register to vote, and got some other people to check, and I recruited a volunteer to help me because I'm the only person in Omaha doing it. So got that too. So yeah, pretty successful, I think. Matt, how did you level up?
Oh, thank you so much for asking. I finished a book, and that book was called King Sorrow.
Yeah, I kind of want to check that one out.
It was written by Joe Hill. Joe Hill is the son of Stephen King, It doesn't really matter, but it's always worth bringing up. I've only read one other work by Joe Hill, and that is his comic book series Lock and Key that I read back in the early 2000s and absolutely loved. He has written a few books since then. I have not read any of them. I saw a lot of good press for King Sorrow, and then it went on sale. And I was like, why not? Give it a shot. See if you like it. I loved it. I think it was one of the best books I've ever read in my life.
Whoa.
Wow.
So much so.
Top 10?
So much so that I wrote notes about how much I liked this book. That's right. I've talked about a lot of books over the last couple of years on this podcast. I've never written notes about how much I liked it. I'm going to read my notes now. Thank you.
Ooh, Matt's book report.
Matt's book report. Point 1. It has an interesting premise that hooks you right from the start. It's super interesting and cool. The premise, just going off of the back of the cover blurb, is that some college students summon a dragon to kill someone that is extorting one of them and get more than they bargained for. Dun, dun, dun.
Ooh.
It's a very horror novel premise. However, I don't know that I would call it a horror novel. Maybe you would call it like a thriller. It's something in there, but I don't know. I don't know that I would call it a horror novel. Point 2. It has great characters. They are flawed and human and relatable, and they feel like real people. And they are also diverse, both from a opinion standpoint and less so from like a racial and sexuality standpoint, though there is diversity there as well. Point 3, it is a page turner, start to finish. The book is 881 pages. I read it in 2 weeks. I could not put it down. It was amazing. Point 4, it brought tears to my eyes several times. Not with big crazy things that happened, but with just small emotional moments. And I think that was one of the big strengths of the book. That the small emotional moments were so powerful, and it wasn't, some major character dies or something like that. It was just little things that would make me choke up. It was fucking amazing. Point 5, it surprised me all the way through. The book is unpredictable. Right up to the final moment of the climax of the book, I was shocked and then shocked and then shocked again. It's great. It really, even halfway through the book, I thought, okay, well, I can see how this is going to wrap up. Nope, sure couldn't. But the end was very satisfying. It was an excellent book. Point 5, it had a great antagonist. King Sorrow is the dragon, and he was straightforward and simple. Is a dragon. But he was also memorable and clearly defined on the page and fun. He was fun. And it was classic, but novel at the same time. This isn't an overcomplicated premise. It's not an overcomplicated antagonist. It's a dragon. But it really works. The whole book fucking moves. I loved it. I was finishing the book up at midnight on a Saturday night, and I was sitting on my couch reading it and crying as I read the end of the book, and also at the same time talking in the Discord about how much I loved this book and could not stop fucking talking about it. It invaded my brain to such a point that I had to then take a break from fiction after I read it. I could not dive into another fiction novel. I'm reading another history of Marvel comics. This one's a little different than the one. This one's called All the Marvels, and it's more like a fun tour through the stories of the eras. It's good. I like it, but I looked at all of the books in my library and kind of went, I can't read a fiction book right now. I can't absorb any more fiction because I have been filled to the brim with excellent fiction. So I had to move on to nonfiction to let King Sorrow settle. Legitimately, not a joke, one of my favorite books of all time. And yes, you could probably rightfully point out that it might be recency bias, but I don't know. It was great. And I picked up another Joe Hill novel, The Fireman, and I picked up another Stephen King novel, which I had already recently picked up the Talisman, which is him and Peter Straub. But I also got, not Pet Cemetery, Salem's Lot, which I've read before and didn't love, but now I kind of want to check that out again with new eyes, kind of. I don't know. I have been on a real, like, horror thriller kick this year so far.
You should check out that one that I finished. I think it would be right up your alley.
I have that. I do have that wish listed, and I will get it when I see it on sale. I do. That's kind of how I do everything. Like I had King Sorrow wish listed. I was very interested in reading it, but when it comes to books, for the most part, I'm very wait until it's $3. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I have it wish listed, and I'm sure it'll show up. I bought another Stephen Graham Jones book, his newest one, because I like the Buffalo Hunter so much, and he's had a couple on sale. Anyway, yeah. That is the main thrust of my level up. King Sorrow was fucking amazing. If you're listening to this, if you like any sort, and here's I struggle with it because I would hesitate to call it a horror novel. It is a thriller. It's an urban fantasy. It is a comedy at times. It's a drama. It's the full package. But in no way would I say that it's like a real like horror novel where it sent shivers down my spine. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't terrifying. Though it is billed as like a horror novel, but I fucking loved it. Anyway, the other thing that I've been doing is that I've decided that I'm going to lap these 3 nerds listeners, and beat another Zelda game before we finish this season. So I am about 2/3 of the way through the Wind Waker. Wow. And it's also very good. I'm playing the original GameCube version that you can play if you have the Nintendo Online Switch 2 membership, and it is, spoiler alert, still my favorite Zelda game. What a goddamn delight the Wind Waker is. Of the 3 of you, I think Vanessa would like the Wind Waker the best because it is so cute and it has so many silly expressions and like funny little moments that are almost counter to The Legend of Zelda. Like when Link gets a treasure chest and it's something that's kind of dinky, like the look on his face is like, great. It's so fucking funny.
My favorite thing in the Wind Waker is when that you play that battleship game with this guy and he makes all the sound effects. He's like, sploosh.
Splish lives rent-free in my head and has for 20 years. Like, no joke. Also, there are parts where you kind of have to sidle along these thin ledges, and the facial expression that Link makes, which he's really just like big eyes and a mouth. The facial expression he makes is so fucking funny that it makes me laugh every time. He's concentrating. He's scared. It's so good. The Wind Waker continues to kick ass, and I am really close to finishing that game because, as I said, you guys are losers that can't play Zelda games, and I am going to play 2 while you play 1. I don't know.
I was busy finishing Star Wars Outlaws.
Blah, blah,
which
blah.
I did.
You're a bunch
but
of
then I
losers.
downloaded the DLC because I love it. Give me more of that Star Wars. Yum, yum, yum. Johnny's
that's
doing
how I
his
leveled up.
Vindication dance. Because he told me I'd like this game, and he was right.
Is it Vindication? You didn't disagree with him. You were like, oh, would I like that? Yeah? Okay, cool. It's not like you were like, no way.
Yeah, and no way. Well, I bounced off the Jedi Survivor games, so maybe that's what Johnny is thinking.
Yeah, though, to be fair, Jedi Survivor sucks. It's not fun. It's a bad game.
Wow, does Johnny have to like? How do you take back a vindication dance? Because you danced the dance of vindication, and now she bounced off of it.
I never suggested Jedi Survivor to Vanessa.
We're talking about
I didn't
Outlaws.
accuse you of doing that. I'm just saying maybe that's why you thought I wouldn't
it was
like
Outlaws, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so why would I take it back?
Because you're not vindicated. Because she didn't disagree with you. Vindication is when somebody has
kept recommending it, and Vanessa's like, "Oh, I'm busy. I have so many games to
It's
play."
true. She does do that a lot.
Yeah,
she's not busy though. You know what I mean? Like we see your posts online, but it's just playing with your cats is not busy, ma'am.
I'm busy playing with my cats.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Did we finish the episode?
Time
Wow.
for Patreon plugs.
All right. Yeah, patreon.com/Square Roots Podcast. You can find all of our amazing bonus content. We don't just talk about your favorite classic RPGs one chunker at a time. We talk about a lot of other stuff, like Earth Must Die.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is what we're doing this month.
For some
And
Killing the Earth? I hope not.
there's some Fallout talk we did recently. We're going to have we already have a bunch of great stuff, and we will have even more great stuff on there. You can get access to all that content at the $3 subscription tier, at the $5 tier, access to all that content. Plus, you can vote on games that we play on the show. I just announced the next game, but the game after that will be another vote. So stay tuned.
Maybe that one will be a
for
good
that.
game. We'll see.
This is going to be a banger. This is going to continue the
Yeah.
all bangers trend. It
I
will.
want you to open
It
your
will.
heart, Matt.
Yeah.
Open
No.
that
Open
heart.
your heart.
Open that heart.
You opened it for King Sorrow. Open it for Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden.
Every time you say it makes me sad.
Be the king of sorrow.
Another benefit of being a patron, no matter what tier you subscribe at, is we'd like to personally thank some of you on the show every week. I'm going to start us off by thanking a dyslexic JRPG hero killed my dog, Daniel Wood, Johnny Five Alive, Josh Sekabimmons, Chris Rains, Hayden Neff, Sean Gonzalez, Mary Queen of Scoffs, and Saul Wagner.
I'd like to thank I Found Jim's SoundCloud, Hexagon, Wash in the Wind, Keysby Knight, Chris Sasaki, Link's Awoke King, Star Healer, Samu Mitchell, Crystal, and Artie Pavlov.
I'd like to thank Amanda Douglas. Sorry, Amanda Douglas. Davin Huston? Gigentified Microspace Hamster. Charles Schwartz. Tris Parsons. Magpie Juju. Cerulean. David Shook. Chris Orr. And Edarol.
And I would like to thank Cameron Shoei, Doom Train, Jake Dickerson, War Childress, Militant Decency, Rachel, Arthur A., Respectable Name, Chad Wilson, and David Arnold.
All right, that's it for this episode of Square Roots. If you'd like to send us an email to have read on the air, you can email us at squarerootspodcast@gmail.com. Find us on Blue Sky at squarerootspod.bsky.social, or email us and we will give you a link to our Discord channel.
We talked about putting that in the show notes, and then we got invaded by a bot the other day. So, no thank you.
Yeah.
Please rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Google, Spotify, Ghana, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Thanks to Stephen Morris for our Square's theme. You can find Stephen on YouTube. Links in the show notes. I wonder how the bot found us.
I don't know. Maybe somebody got hacked. All right, for Square Roots, I'm Jim Banks.
I'm Matthew Van Zant.
I'm Johnny Brandon.
I'm Vanessa, and I don't think I'm the one who got hacked, but maybe I should check.
Bye.
Bye.
Last time on Square Roots, we met
Shut
Link
your
in his.
whore mouth. Last time on Square Roots.
The point was for you
After
to give me
waking
like
up
just
on
a
a
little bit,
mysterious island.
like a little
Oh,
bit.
you wanted a little bit more?
So that it
No,
would
that
be
was
clear
great.
that I was not talking about the correct Zelda game. But you just stepped on me like a bug.
I loved it.
I did.
Yeah,
you told
that
me
was
to
pretty cool.
interrupt you.
It was raw. It was real. No
I
notes. 10
interrupted
out
you
of
in
10.
the traditional manner.
Yeah.
Those
But we can
words
try
came
again.
so easily out of Vanessa, by the way.
Okay. I have a sty in
Anyway.
my eye, and my eye is puffy. Can you see my puffy eye? Do you see how puffy my eye is?
So how,
Yeah.
so,
I can see it.
so does Jim's potato trick work?
Jim's potato trick. Do you mean when you break a light bulb and you put a potato in the socket and get the rest of the light bulb out?
No, Jim said for a sty you cut a potato and then hold it against your eye, right?
I think that's... Does it? It can't. I don't see how introducing starch to your eye would be helpful.
Well, there's some other chemicals in there, too, because that's why you shouldn't eat them raw.
Does it work, Jim, or were you just talking tosh?
I feel like it was something I heard when I was a kid.
Tato talk.
I don't know that I've done it, but I feel
tato
like...
talk.
Yeah, I mean, put a potato on anything. Something good's gonna happen.
Put it in a dish with water, and you'll get a new potato plant.
Yeah.
Sty potato trick did come up when I searched for it. A potato sty treatment is a home remedy for styes that uses a heated potato as a warm compress. Okay, so I could just use a warm compress, but you want me to use a potato instead.
You could just use a warm anything. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I did. I was looking at the compresses today, and one thing that I saw was put some rice in a sock and microwave it. And I was like, why don't I just get a towel and get some hot water on there, and boom. Mm-hmm. And now I'm not microwaving rice in my sock or rubbing potatoes on my face like a fucking idiot.
Microwave a potato and some rice in a sock and put that on your face.
And then fuck it.
Wrap the hot potato in a moist, clean washcloth. This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my fucking life.
Moist, clean washcloth.
Yeah, so just use hot water.
Yeah, but potato can retain the heat better than a wet washcloth.
I do have to get up and reheat my compress.
Yeah, I guess it is about the potato heat retention. You get one of those hot packs too. They exist. And don't you freeze them to make them heat up again?
Get a potato and
those
put it
are
on
just
your
plastic
face.
Potatoes. Yeah.
Yeah, they're basically
mash some
plastic
potatoes and put it on like a facial mask.
Ooh, mash some potatoes and put those in a sock and then put it on your face.
Mm-hmm. Then fuck it.
All right.